the guinea pig collective. All will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
You heard all of the science with no logic or reason. NBS, CNN, CBS, ABC. But do you recall the most infamous scientist of all?
Fauci, the face mask pusher. I need you to hunker down in place. Just do what my science tells you. We don't need to see your face. Grandma got run over by the Vax truck. Walking home from Walgreens Christmas Eve. Now you can say there's no such thing as Fauci. With my spike proteins in your food, you'll believe. Silver needles. Silver needles. It's vaccine time in the city.
Hail the chat. Welcome everybody for coming tonight. Good to see you guys. Memes Instructions in here real quick. What's up, Memes? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. James Hayes is with us. This is Hey Steven, and he gets willing to appear with you and all the fine folks hiding around the chat. I hope you're having a great day. Menace, dodge tornadoes. Well, luckily I'm not in that area, but a lot of us are. A lot of people out there are. I seen Mara Jade out there talking about it. As the ETEP said his power was out. Drew was worried.
I am in a little bit of jeopardy, but I don't think that much.
You know, here's my question. Why would Drew be worried? I mean, that dong would keep him from going anywhere, so he should be just fine.
I mean, there should be at least 18 people that should be able to hold on to it and anchor themselves to the earth, I would think.
Make a tent out of
it. No, seriously, though, I'm worried about all you guys out there. If you are in those areas, please be careful. You know, do what you can. They're acts of God, so there's only so much you can do. But, yeah, my prayers with you. Hope you guys are all right. Let's see. Step forward. Brutal Morningwood is with us. Hail. By the way, James, thank you very much. Love for the positivity you bring. Brutal. Hail, brother. Good to see you. Tillium is with us. What's going on, man? Good to see you. LDG is here. Man, love to see you last week. Bad Bad reason for seeing one another, but it was excellent being able to meet you. Had fun on that stream. We'll talk to you later about clipping together.
I'm surprised his GPS led him right to this chat.
Yeah,
Must be working again.
I'm surprised he's still talking to you guys.
I know. That's why I'm gonna ask him if I can clip something together. LDG, I want to do a little video of you riding and live streaming, and then like cutting back and forth between us jerks, talking shit. But I'll make sure you see it before I release it, so you're okay with it, brother. Love you, man. Thanks for stopping by. Tina Boja's with us. Oh, hail Tina. Thank you for being here, channel member. Hey Mary, what's up? Tina Boja's with us. Hail, thank you for being here. Wookiee Supremacy in the middle of a smoke session, but I'll be back soon. Well, I'm glad, man. Toke it up, brother, and make sure to pass it around, and don't lip it.
Don't break the cycle.
Don't break that cycle. Howdy, Keck44. What's up, man? Good to see you. I was afraid I'm gonna mess that name up, and I want to say Jokum, but I'm probably wrong. Culture. Somebody.
What's up? Joachim.
There we go. See, Adeg, I should ask Adeg. Adeg is a smart one too. Joachim, good to see you, brother. Thank you for coming. Channel member, love you. One day I will remember what the J is in your language and not in mine. Hail my international audience. I am an ignorant American, and I accept
Joachim Stark.
Yeah. CJ's with us. Greetings, brother. Good to see you. Greetings, man. Thank you for support, keeping the lights on. Channel member. Appreciate that. Mr. Tickle Trunk as well. Thank you for keeping the lights on, man. Hail to you. Good to see you. Last of the Truth is here. Howdy, friends. Good to see you around, sweetie. Love your posts. Love seeing you on social media. You always make me think. It's good to have you around. Let's see. Anybody else? Me, Tickle Trunk, Keck. All right, everybody lurking. Thank you very much. Let me quickly introduce my panel. With us is Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective. What's up, brother?
Oh, no, I'm on. What's going on? Does anybody need me to be an asshole again? Because it's 24/7, people. I'm like 7-Eleven. It never ends.
He don't change, guys. He don't change. I was in a car with this man. I spent a day with this man. And this is who he is.
He was in your bed.
He was in my bed. I had a guinea pig in my bed. I posted that out on Twitter.
Yeah, Walton had to sleep out in his living room.
Yeah.
There was no room
So you
in
say.
that bed.
There was no room. It was full.
Let's just put it this way: he don't want none of this guinea pig.
Honest to God, given everything that had happened, I didn't feel right spooning with him or even trying to get a selfie like that. I thought that would be wrong.
I hate to break it to you, even if it tried spooning, it would be probably somewhere near his ankles.
He had Ashley to talk to all night, trying to get advice like how to deal with me. Like, how do I get this guinea pig out of my house?
How do I spoon a man's kneecap?
Oh my. Very hard.
Y'all are wrong. You're wrong. It's our guest tonight, Adega Outlaw. Adega, thanks for coming back, dude.
Howdy.
Ashley, how?
What up, Kate? What's going on? Hey, Dega.
Hey.
What up, Doug?
Speak up, Adega. Don't worry. This is a group of
I'm
jerks.
sorry.
Don't feel bad. Just be like, yo, shut up, and then continue on. It's all right. You're a doctor.
No. I'm actually laughing inside because of some of the conversation beforehand and what's going on now.
Oh,
I
gotcha.
have been a fan of Tommy and a buddy of his for a while. Not a close buddy, but good enough. And then I also know other people in the community. And it seems I get surrounded by everybody that argues with everybody else. And I stay uninfected because all of you people are great. I can care less how you feel about each other. You're all good people in one way or another.
Absolutely, brother, man. Keep that positive outlook going, dude. Thank you so much. Coach Casino is with us. What's up?
What is up? Hey,
you
I'm
reading?
good, man. I'm good. Just chilling and enjoying the time before the holidays of my people. Then to putting in some time for putting the boss's present together, building the boss a brand new desk from scratch with wood, getting ready to do some sanding and then apply some stain. The boss is getting
this guy.
The boss is getting a new computer.
He said wood.
Yeah, that wasn't
That's
anyone
right.
that Walter knew. Or Walton knew, was it?
Actually, it's red oak I'm using this time around.
Red oak.
Good
huh?
choice.
Yeah,
Good choice.
red oak. Yeah, very excited about that. And I do my own stuff. I build my own things. I am that kind of man. So
He's like the Jackie Chan of carpentry.
You know, I'm sure he'd be embarrassed if I talked about this, but I'm going to anyway. I was talking to Scott yesterday on the phone, and he was putting up some shelving, and it sounded terrible. And it was the opposite. It was the opposite of what you just, how you calmly described everything that you're doing step by step. It was a wreck. I could hear shit falling.
I believe that. I believe that. Yeah, no, but no, man, I just putting some effort in, getting the boss set up so that she can contribute to the channel. So very excited about
that. Is awesome.
Tell you what, well, my house, we just recently bought this place. It's a craftsman house, if you guys know what craftsmen are.
Oh, I love that. Beautiful architecture style.
And it has red oak all over the place. You are working with some prime wood, man. I love the look of that stuff.
It's funny because Walton loves the feel of it.
Hey, we all have our fetishes.
I like red. Mr. Tickle Trunk for $2 says, legends say a Dega can sneeze with his eyes open.
Oh.
Sometimes.
Incredible. That's incredible, man. That's incredible. That doesn't do anything to your testicles. Like they don't like shrivel up or like suck in, or like there's no kind of vacuum that happens during that moment. Or
careful where you go with that topic.
Don't listen to Nary.
Steven, careful. I'm just warning you as a friend. Careful where you want to go with the topic after admitting you were sleeping with Tommy in one bed.
I didn't spoon with Tommy.
He loved it too.
I didn't.
You wished for it. That's more than enough.
I watched
that's disturbing.
I watched him silently over the bottom of the bed. Is what I looked up over. I was just.
You were a creeper, Peter? Don't do that.
Oh my God, you're a creeper.
There was no step ladder there. How were you going to see over the side of the bed?
Tippy toes, Tommy.
He has a step stool that he stays on.
With us also is the Red Gaze. What's up, Red?
Hey, how's it going? Pretty good. I mean, just creeping on Tommy while he's sleeping is almost worse than butt stuff, to be honest. Because that's
really? Is that worse?
That's one-sided and all like weird, like just strange.
I was
gonna have to talk to Ashley because I'm sure she's got the inside scoop on what actually happened.
No. Don't blame me. Don't bring me into this.
Yeah, I think
I was not in state. They were doing their thing.
Hey, I can do my own author interviews. All right.
No, seriously. I think at this point, Ashley's just trying to squeeze that thought out of her head.
Absolutely.
I keep bringing it up. That's our pillow talk.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, Tommy. Guinea pigs.
Red, how's everything going with Wings of Vengeance, brother?
Oh, it's going good. Everything is out. Unless I get any new orders, which I encourage, of course. It's completely fulfilled.
You will get one from me. I told you I would, because I want it.
Well, I appreciate that, my good friend.
Mr. Tickle Trunk loves a Dega. For $22, he says a Dega is also the reason Waldo is hiding. What?
Why wouldn't you love a Dega?
Well, Tickle Trunks, we get along really well. He's a nice guy. He loves another man. I won't say who he is. Oh, yeah. You'd have to catch him on Mondays. But anyway, I'll leave that one alone. He knows what I'm talking about.
I'm just saying, you said live on air that Mr. Tickle Trunk loves another man, is what you said.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. Just making sure.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, ain't nothing wrong with that. No, I'm just making sure that that statement was heard loud and clear. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Mr. Tickle Trunk.
Did you say clear?
Keith.
Yeah. Why?
No, just making sure. No, just making sure.
Isn't that something they usually yell in the forest?
Miriam's with us. Hi, Miriam. How are you, honey? Good to see you tonight.
Timber.
Yeah.
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Really?
Just wondering why you're here.
Just to ask you this serious question, which was more exciting to spooning with Tommy or fucking a tree?
That's not a question that has any realism in it. That's like asking me if I like flying with ducks.
Hypothetically, which would be more exciting for you.
Hypothetically?
Culture had enough. He's out.
Spooning, yeah, he had too much. Spooning with Tommy, I would say. Tommy's very warm. He's a larger man. Very plump ass. Looks like he's pregnant.
Do you know what it's like trying to shake a midget off your shin?
No, actually, I do. I've had small nephews. I'd say it's probably similar.
I almost thought you also met Walton.
No, Walton and I have not met yet, so I'll get that leg shaking experience at some point, I'm sure.
Damn, y'all are just vicious tonight. As if I deserve it or something. Also, with what's up, Ashley? Good to see you, sweetie.
Ashley, contribute to the file, please.
Yeah, you're muted.
You're mute.
Yeah.
I'm mine. No sound.
Yeah, my bad. I do that. I'm good there.
I know what it is, Ashley. Just being in my presence just left you dumbfounded and you didn't know what to say. I understand that. I seem to have that on a lot of people.
Yeah, you just gotta wait till he sleeps.
Right, Tommy. I'm sorry. I want to just get around you. I can't control myself.
I know. It's okay.
Yeah, okay.
So
Much love for you, though.
You gotta watch him while he sleeps. That's the secret. That's the secret.
Nah, I'm all right. That's all you.
Okay.
I think you just gave Stephen wood and got him jealous at the same time.
That's what True says. Butt stuff will always be funny. I think
Agreed.
so.
Agreed.
I mean, that's a nice, interesting term. At least it's not trees. Well, you know what, CJ? They busted that cork already. Tina Bowden, I'm so psyched. I got my hair did today. Now
you go, girl.
Dark purple. Going through midlife crisis. I feel you. I've been doing that for a couple of years now.
Me too.
It's okay. The Fandom Menace is a midlife crisis, kind of, at least it was up. But thank you, Tina. Good to see you, sweetheart. Parrot Head, what is up, bro? Yeah, glad that, the music and all. Thank you. Good to see you. Oh, look, Vinny's with us. What's up, Vinny? He says, I'll be jumping on when I'm done eating. Good, man. Good to see you. Hope everything's okay.
I have the abominable snowman with me. Would you guys like to meet the abominable snowman?
Who wouldn't?
Is he really abominable?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow. Now that's an outfit.
That is awesome, right?
This is like furry country.
Oh.
You have some interesting friends, Smash.
I hang with you too, so fits right in.
I got you. Soul Assassin says, you need help, Walton. Don't go full Richard Gere. What does that mean?
Wookie!
Guinea pigs in Richard Gere.
Okay.
You don't know the story?
Maybe not.
Maybe it was gerbils.
I'm pretty dumb. I don't know too much.
I don't like where this is going.
Oh, gerbils. Oh, we talking about felching? No, I don't think no felching going on here. Oh, no. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Felching with guinea pigs. Wow. That'd be.
Right. Who would put a guinea pig up their ass?
That's asking for trouble.
Wow. Not at all. Okay, guys. So anything, what's going on with y'all? Anything interesting in the news before we begin to cover these topics? Anything you want to talk about?
There's always something stupid in the news. I don't know. I took a break today, man. I spent most of the day just watching Christmas movies because I'm just tired of the world.
Exactly.
I don't watch the news. It's too depressing. They only show the bad stuff. They never show anything good.
And I get tons of messages about watching Christmas movies, and I was trying to be resistant all the time, right? No, I'm gonna watch Christmas movie when actually Christmas comes. No, I had to watch Grinch and Krampus.
Did you?
It started.
Krampus,
It's just it got me.
Yeah, did it warm your heart? I love that movie, Krampus. I love that movie.
Warm my heart. Yeah.
Better watch out.
Better watch out. It's supposedly a good movie.
It's like Home Alone for adults.
Okay. I thought that was the last Rambo movie.
Brightest Day says, hail to the rogues. Hail, Brightest, good to see you. Mortal says, I'm sick in bed. You're sick when you're awake, brother, but we love you anyway.
You are a sick individual, yes.
I hope you
get out of bed. Vitamin D3 and vitamin C. Get moving. Bed is not going to do you any favors.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, tell him, Dagger.
Get off your butt.
He's a doctor. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah. I gotta bring him on for some personal conversations.
Last one, Drew says, God, I hate Christmas movies. I don't like most Christmas movies. I like Bad Santa, Krampus.
You like all the negative Christmas
absolutely.
movies.
Yeah.
I can't say I don't, but I enjoy the heartwarming ones too. Some of them. There's a lot of crap out there.
It's just not Christmas. It's not Christmas unless you see the Charlie Brown Christmas movie.
That's true. Charlie Brown. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know,
love that
I like
one.
the ones with the old ones, the cartoon ones. We're gonna have a Blue Christmas. What is it? Santa Claus is coming to town. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Those ones. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll have a blue Christmas. Do you know that song? Where he miser and snow miser and stuff.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Well,
I like
Walton is kind of like a miser, about the same size.
I hate you.
Yeah, they're both short.
I seriously hate you, bro.
Are you the ass miser? Is that what it is?
Whatever you say, Tom. Whatever you say.
Tree miser.
You were in my bed. I always have that.
Oh my!
I always have that
Did you take
memory.
pictures of him too?
No.
We
I
were
know.
trying to squeeze that thought and image out for a long time. We're just gonna bring it again and again and again.
No, I want you to sketch it. Could y'all do a mural for me? Just sketch it for me or something. You know, can that be my Christmas present from y'all artists? I would really appreciate it.
I'm not sure you're gonna like what they come up with Stephen.
Do I ever?
You should.
Okay.
No, I like I like some of the darker stories. That's true, but that's because the history of Christmas is, thousands of years old. A lot of it comes from the dark time of the year. That was a celebration in the middle of the worst time of the year.
Right.
There was no food growing. A lot of the traditions come from our pagan ancestors, and that's why Christmas is what it is. So darkness is as much a part of Christmas as I believe as Halloween, the beginning of that part of the season.
Well, I mean, what the Christian did is when they came over to those lands, especially people who were Norse, they wanted them to join their church. So that was one of the ways that they brought them in and say, oh yeah, Jesus was born December 25th, which just happened to coincide with the Yule log celebration and the end of the year, the festival that they have at the end of the year for the crop harvesting. They use that as their way in to try to convert people. And that's really how Christmas was started.
I can't believe Tommy got that Yule log part out without cracking a smile. I
don't have to. Walton looks uncomfortable already. I've already done my job.
Well, what I enjoy the most, though, is that a lot of the positive traditions carried over, like charity, celebration, looking out for each other, celebrating the birth of the sun, which the rebirth of the sun is a part of that old celebration. The good themes I like. The commercialism part of it is, it is what it is. It's been around for a century and a half, but I mean, people forget. I'm sorry. I know I got a big conservative audience, but I just got to bring this one point up. I love when Fox News goes all the war on Christmas bullshit. Because if you look at history up until about the commercialism of Christmas, in a lot of places you could be arrested for setting up a tree or a log or celebrating it outright. You're supposed to be in your holy place, praying and protecting yourself while the heathens were out there. Do you know Christmas in some places, having sex in public was a tradition? Did you know that?
That's wonderful.
Christmas
it still is in some households.
Yeah, so is that where your fetish with trees started, Walton? You were trying to preserve history?
I'm just saying. That's where kissing under the mistletoe comes from and all that stuff.
Kissing under the mistletoe, not kissing the mistletoe, Stephen.
Oh my God, Tommy.
Hey, look, Wookiee's had it with your public sex traditions. He's out of here. Way to go, Stephen.
No, Wookiee, no.
No, maybe you're my bestie, man.
What do you got here, Nan?
Just defending the good name,
LDG didn't understand what I meant. I should have explained it. I actually wanted him to get the headshot of that picture with me and Tommy. I want that, and I was taking that for you. I even said specifically, "This is for Katie. Could you please take this? Please take this picture."
I did. See? Wait,
Yeah. Did you crop it?
Camp. No, it's just acting up. I just don't know why.
I'm glad.
Yeah, there it is. See, we actually had to use. And for people who know, like last stream we were streaming and about Stephen was complaining that we made him extra short in a comic, and I would like to point out, no, we didn't.
She was so proud,
yeah,
y'all.
sweet vindication.
She was so proud. Yeah, no, that's a good group of people. There's number one, LDG, myself. God damn it, you made me look extra small. Fuck you.
I didn't.
There's Tom. Yes, you did. Yes, you absolutely did. There's
I'm not that
There's no
skilled.
cropping in that picture.
Nuh-uh.
Another
through
thing,
with
there
this.
is no cropping in that picture, so
I think
you are
I'm
shorter than everybody else.
I think I'm through with this. Thank you so much.
No, that was dead on accurate. I think you owe Katie an apology.
No, that was not accurate.
I'm
I
still
apologize,
saying
Katie,
Danny
I
DeVito.
apologize.
I'm just saying Danny DeVito for the movie. That's all I'm saying.
Was that the unedited photo?
No. What? No. Okay. Oh my God, yo.
Hey guys.
Kai, it's not funny.
Hey, Vinny.
What's
Ain't
up,
funny,
Vinny?
Kai. Ain't funny, man. Ain't funny. No, James. No, that was altered. That was an altered picture.
No,
you know?
not at all.
No,
Not
it
at all.
wasn't.
It's fake news.
No, hun, don't instigate, please.
Well, it wasn't though. You're lying.
I am not
I
lying.
can tell.
I am not lying.
And just to let you all know, apparently, because Stephen was complaining about it, he had to stop off at a CVS or it was a Walgreens or whatever because he had to get new lifts. He said the lifts in his sneakers were given out, so that's what lifts.
Yeah. By the way, did you solve that car seat?
James, you should be the most positive person in the chat, bro. What happened?
Just trying to cast you, accurately. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's my channel. Love you, brother.
And I cry if I want to cry.
Your chin's bigger than you are.
God, man. You're usually so positive. What the heck? What's going on, brother? Oh my God. Love y'all. I love y'all.
We love
Cry
you
me
too.
a river.
Benny, what's going on, brother?
I just wolfed down some food and jumped on here. Been out all day. Holy shit. The malls are like retarded busy.
Are they?
Oh my God, yeah. But you know what? I had to get to the post office anyway. I mailed some stuff for Tommy. And yeah, man. Well, for his brother specifically, too. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, man.
Good.
How's everybody doing here?
Pretty good.
Wondering why.
My mood's only improved since the stream started.
I'm glad, Red.
Excellent.
It's always a fun time.
Everything is on the way up except Walton's like.
Why
Not if he gets those lifts.
Water culture just come in here and talk about his wood and then leave.
That's a good question.
Just to get you excited and get.
Yeah, just getting you aroused.
Are you trying to return the conversation to on wood? We can, no problem.
No, I didn't mean to say that. I wanted to change it to this, but the chat won't stop. Well, Johnny, what the hell, man? Yeah, I can't catch a break. You should run from these people. I mean, you wouldn't get far with those short legs, but that's.
Do you think by 2022 you'll have like a long list of all these nicknames?
Thank you, Johnny. I appreciate you being here, man.
Johnny just did that split and punched him right in the chin.
Yo, Steven.
Yes.
Remember that video about kings I sent you?
Yeah.
And remember that in the medieval ages, like kings had like nicknames and like many names.
Yeah.
Do you want to follow with that?
There you go, King.
I don't think I have a choice.
Or should I say Kang?
Mr. Tickle Trunk, what the hell, brother? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you for the compliment. Thank you, bro. I love you, man.
Oh, yeah. Pale Rider's on the case. You're screwed.
Oh, yeah. What's up? Hell, Mr. George. It's good to see you, dude. Usually catch him when I have a chance to stop by Culture Casino's show on Sunday morning. Please check him out over there. Good dude. Let's see, man. Megan Fox talking about when I lost the appeal she had. I don't know, man. That's crazier she gets, the more she seems appealing to me.
She still looks super hot, man. I don't know. I'm down.
Right, Vinny. Right, Vinny understands. Crazier they are, the better the better it is. Just don't give them your real name.
The quicker you broom them.
Yeah, you gotta, don't take them home. Don't tell them your address.
You need to come up with names that like from The Hobbit and stuff. If I ever bang her, I just tell him I'm Stephen Walton.
Oh, come on. All right.
Tell me your name's Pippin. You'll be good.
Thanks, Red. Machine Gun Kelly claims he stabbed himself while attempting to impress Megan Fox. Ladies on the panel, has anyone ever stabbed themselves to impress you?
No stabbing.
It's not something that would impress me, honestly. It would probably drive me away very fast.
You're wrong.
Just call me
You're wrong.
Like,
they said stabbed, not jabbed. Calm down, Fauci.
What? Same difference. Stab, jab. Boosters, everybody. 12 days of boosters.
Thank you, Fauci. Thank you.
This man is a genius. You need to listen to him. Pay attention, people. Do it.
Let's see. Who the hell cares about
Spreading.
Machine Gun? Who the hell cares?
Spreading.
Oh,
I
who the
like
hell is
some of his
Machine Gun?
songs.
Yeah, I'm not. I think he's a rapper or something. I don't actually care. I just had to sift through the things that Scott didn't pick for his show because he doesn't care about mine anymore.
Yeah, he was a gangster back in the day, a cool one. But his name was lifted by a skinny little bitch of a rapper who's now banging Megan Fox.
Oh, okay. Well, well, thank you, Red. I appreciate that. Thank you for the history.
You're welcome.
Megan Fox is. Sentinel says Megan Fox is aged very well. It helps to be extremely rich and afford plastic surgery and cosmetic surgery needed to look like that. I don't know if she needs surgery yet. I don't know if she's gotten to that age. I mean, she's
no way,
30s,
man.
Right?
Nobody ever needs surgery.
Well, bullshit, Red. There's some
What
ugly
needs
motherfucking
surgery
bitches out there.
Not cosmetic surgery. Let the ugly people
I mean,
be
maybe
ugly.
the tit implants. But
Listen, if you have flapjack tits
about that,
or
now
steak, you need surgery.
Yeah, Look, really. All right, if ball cleavage was a thing, I'd say if guys wanted to get ball enhancement, go right ahead. But ball cleavage isn't a thing.
Look at all
Titty
Well,
cleavage is a thing.
Don't tell people that you want to get a ball lift.
But that's I can understand. I can understand boobies. I can understand what to adjust the boobie size. If they're too big and they hurt your back, or whatever. Or if you got.
Yeah, if it's medically necessary, sure. I mean, not
not just
for
medically.
cosmetic reasons.
Not just medically, Red. There's some ugly tits out there, dude. You know that.
Well, Stephen, I would imagine at your height that you'd probably need some kind of ball lift at some point because you don't have far to go when they're dragging on the ground.
We're just going to ignore Tommy tonight and go back to breasticles.
What Tommy was making a valid point.
What gives you the idea that Steven actually has such big balls?
They're big. They're pretty damn big. I'm proud of my testicles.
Are they big or are they low? There's a difference.
If you're it doesn't really matter. The problem is if he's describing them the same way as he describes his own height, then we have a problem.
Well, if you sit on the toilet to take a dump and your balls are in the water, they're hanging low.
Teabagging that ball in water? Yeah, maybe.
Depends on the toilet as well. It's subjective. I might need a ball lift.
No, I'd like to say that he's in the chat, and he sent me a very awesome video of him singing a song about the special part of your body. It's funny. It's on YouTube. Y'all should check it out.
Who was that? Who's that?
Deej.
Oh, DJ. Yes. Compared to what? Yeah. Oh, yeah. DJ Odyssey. He's awesome, man. He's an OG. Been around for years.
Oh, yeah,
and he likes those. He likes those outfits like your boys wearing. Why don't you? Can your boys show? Because DJ loves those things. Can you show that to us again? Can we see? Because DJ
he took it off. It's too hot. He said he was sweating. But
all right, DJ, go back a little bit, about 10 minutes, and you'll enjoy that. You might even want to pick it out for yourself, my friend.
Can't help it. She just skipped right over Johnny Cage's comment there.
I didn't mean to. I just wanted to go to Brightest Day, who said underboob is superior, and I completely concur. I absolutely concur.
Underboob is great. Yes,
underboob is awesome. Braless boobies are. Man, Florida has they don't believe in bras here. It's most of the time glorious, but sometimes you need counseling after that. But,
I'm just saying, a lot of these women that go out for cosmetic surgery get addicted to that shit, and they ended up looking worse than they would if they just let the shit alone to begin with.
Yep.
If everyone is pretty, then no one is. I appreciate the sacrifice Walton is making for the rest of us. Well, thank you, Johnny. I thank you for everything you do. Everything you do.
Savage.
Memes of Destruction is not plain nice. A large genitalia can be an issue. Means we wouldn't know because Ashley went and looked at your porn page and there was no porn on it. That's a damn shame to tease somebody like that. She was looking for your dick. Couldn't find it. What happened, man?
Kind of skipped over me. Didn't even bother to answer me.
Megan Fox. Let's talk about this. Not this even matters, but Machine Gun Kelly, aka Colson Baker. Now I understand why he uses another name.
He looks like a heroin addict.
Is he?
What's worse? What?
Wait, is that him? That guy, the blonde guy right there? Is that him? Is that Machine Gun Kelly? I don't even know.
That might be him. I've never seen him with clothes on above the waist.
I don't know. I think rapper. I think black guy. I know there's white guys.
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed, but like that could stab himself. That could stab itself as many times as it could. But
I mean,
not
Did he
with
stab
those
himself
ears.
with a straw from that Biggie drink?
Yeah, probably.
we are not here to insult others. Oh my God!
Lies you tell.
I was insulting the thing that he's holding in his hand. Actually, I don't know what that is. A fry?
That's the tip of Drew's penis.
What?
Y'all say Drew has a big like branch as like a thing, so that can't be it. That's too small.
Colson Baker is a white guy name. I understand why he changed it. That's a really white guy name. You know, it's Colson Baker. Recently, he said he stabbed himself in order to impress Megan Fox before the two first began dating. Like that was the mating ritual. That's what happened. That's how he came after her. Like,
is he a retard?
Oh, that is him.
Was that a serious question, Vinny?
That looks like a lesbian.
That's what I was gonna say, Vinny.
I thought you were showing a picture of Elliot Page at first.
I can't
told
with
you, skinny bitch.
Deg is scared to be on this panel now.
Just a little bit. Little bit.
Don't be scared. We don't bite. Hard.
Not afraid of the bites, afraid of the nightmares.
The rapper appeared on the Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, where he recalled a story about tossing a knife into the air and it coming down and stabbing his finger. Well, he didn't dab himself. Well, that was a clickbait fucking headline. He was just being a dumbass. Yeah, he was just being a dumbass. Yeah. Did he try and make it a cool story, I guess? All right. First time he told Jimmy he injured his rear end. What? He injured his ass. He injured his ass, explaining, I had a match with Post Malone in a beer bong game. You know, when you get the cup and you start, everybody knows what it is, dumbass. So we didn't even get to the game, and I started drinking. So they filmed on the way out. They did like a Rocky boxing match, film on the way out. Oh God, this guy sounds like an idiot. And I couldn't take the pressure of the camera, so I was like, he was like a lot. Already.
So he said I was like, every 5 steps I got to do something cool because it's like 500 steps. I just want to just walk. He continued. This guy's a genius.
Thank you, Vinny. He answered your question. He is in fact a retard.
Please go. Please keep going, Tommy. You seem to got this under control.
So I was like, got to do something. So every 5 steps, I'd be like, whoosh. And then there was staircase rail. And I was like, yeah, great. He had it. So I hit the staircase rail and I wrote it down. At the bottom of it, I didn't see a giant spike. And it just, it rammed. It did something that was not
up his ass. It went up his ass.
Then this was also like right when I was started date, Megan, and I was holding it together. It was bad night. I won the ping pong match. I went home.
He won the ping pong match.
What the fuck? Is he related to Biden? Because it reads like a Biden speech.
It does. Oh my God.
Are we ignoring the fact that he rode down a rail and got a spike up his ass? Because that's what happened. It rammed.
The moral of the story is he is used to that feeling, and he just went ahead with the rest of the night as usual. He's used to getting pounded in the ass, so it was just another night, really, except for it was an inanimate object.
There's a reason why he got that contract. He worked for it.
Yes, he did.
He worked hard.
Colson knows when to bay and swim. He knows what to do.
Tina, you can bet that if Walton's here, we're talking about it.
I mean, it's so odd reading that. I understand that some people read if they're dyslexic and everything, the words get a little jumbled when they're reading. I've never heard somebody talk dyslexic before though. This is a new one for me.
It's new. But yeah. I want to amend my previous statement about the plastic surgery from this angle. Her head's kind of starting to shape like a potato. I don't know what's going on here.
She does look like she got it. That's awful.
Yeah, she didn't need it. She was hot.
She didn't. She's beautiful.
Yeah, cheeks are getting sucked in. I'm telling you, 5 years she's gonna look like ass, like Machine Gun Kelly's punctured ass. That's what her face is gonna look like.
Oh man!
Yeah. What point did it come out looking like Snoke at the end of it?
I can't help it. I still remember the stream when we were talking about ScarJo, and you were drooling all over. I just couldn't help it. I consider this woman more beautiful than ScarJo.
Yeah.
I don't know who ScarJo is.
Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson. Black Widow.
Yeah. You don't? Yeah, Black Widow. She's not a nerd. She don't watch none of that. She don't care about none of that.
No, I don't. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm her
He has a
nerd.
Star Wars wallet. It's so
What's a lame ass movie ScarJo was in?
We don't. Why do you make fun of my Star Wars wallet?
Because it's a Star Wars wallet. Come on now.
That's awful. You don't even care about the environment you're in. You're such.
Oh, I absolutely care about the environment. I do not litter. Thank you very much. But on Twitter, no, I don't care about Star Wars and Star Trek. I'm sorry, I just don't.
But at one point, did you ever, Ashley, try to peel Walton off a tree? I don't think you ever did.
I kind of run away. You know what I mean?
I don't think Walton is peelable when he's in action.
Never say that.
To be fair, most of the fans of Star Wars and Star Trek don't care about them anymore either.
This is true.
This is true. Yeah, it sucks now, but I love the old stuff. I love the real stuff.
In a galaxy far, far away. Maybe
I love it too, Steven. Even I don't have a Star Wars wallet. That's kind of sad.
Oh, that's fucked up, Red. You gonna leave me out like that?
Well, no, the worst of it, Red, it's not even like an official one. It's like one of those dollar store ones.
Are you sure he didn't make it at camp?
I got a Hot Topic, yo. Come on now. Whatever.
You got a Hot Topic?
It doesn't even say Star Wars. It says Star Wars.
No, it does not. It's a Star Wars wallet. He then proceeded to tell the story about stabbing himself with his knife. Tommy.
Travis got me this. He got me a knife that had an engraving from the new album on it. And I was like, oh, check this out. This is sick. And I threw it up, and it came and it struck me in my hand. My hand.
Mm-hmm.
That's the definition of clumsy. I'm sorry.
I mean, she's hot right there. That's my kind of crazy. Right there. That's good. She didn't need to do all that.
She looks like her face does look like a Barbie doll, though. Like it doesn't look real.
Don't need to look real.
Yeah. So am I to understand this man had a punctured ass and a punctured hand in the same
punctured ass and hand. All right, Tommy, go ahead, brother.
He then shows full on the scar from the wound. That was from when the knife struck in my, because you know how you throw it up, you're supposed to catch it. I looked at her and I was like, check this out. And I was like, ugh.
One more time. We need a replay in slow-mo, Tommy.
And I checked this out and I was like, ugh.
Perfect.
And then the next morning, as soon as she left, I was like, yo, I need stitches real quick.
Real quick.
And they came over and were like, he makes bandaging movements with his hand too. Like, this dude's special.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, they just keep showing us pictures of hot Megan Fox and trying to distract us from how freaking retarded.
Tommy, Lasso of Truth is calling you out on your whiteness.
Is he? Oh, where is she at? Oh, yeah, Tommy's so white.
I'm sorry, I can't do fake ghetto wannabe valley girl all in the same. It's too much for me.
I don't blame you.
You did a great job. It sounded just like this guy was in the room.
I tried to imagine what stupid sounds like when they're trying to be like hard, and that's how it came out.
Oh, yeah,
I'm sure you can get it right with a few rounds of head trauma, and you should.
While she was still married, Fox began banging Machine Gun Coulson. Coulson with Kelly writing on Instagram in July 2020. Waited an eternity to find you again.
How tiny is she? Holy hell!
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, kind of looks like Napoleon Dynamite in Blades of Glory in that picture.
I mean, that's just oh God, what are the kids going to be like? That's what I'm wondering. You know,
I don't know. With
Yeah,
her
stupid, yes.
I'm not getting a picture. I'm not getting a picture of hope from this.
No, you don't think this is a lasting relationship, Tommy? You don't understand.
Hold on, Walton. I'm not a doctor, but Adega is. Adega. So when Megan Fox pegs him, they can't get pregnant, right?
Not legally. It's considered a crime in most foreign nations.
He's got 2 holes in his ass to choose from.
No, that's true too.
His vagina and his anus.
I'm trying not to look. I'm sorry.
Well, that's not your dream guy.
Stupidity is contagious.
Not your dream guy, right there.
No.
I'm sure
it's not about the dream guy or not dream guy. It's about that like I just looked at that picture and my IQ dropped by 20 points.
Yep.
Chris Fisk asks us, that isn't Napoleon Dynamite? No. No, that is not.
Get Megan Fox. You got to have all kinds of skills.
Guy better be packing a meat bat. That'd be the only redeeming quality in this scenario. I mean, she might like stupid. That might be a thing. They might be on the same.
Yeah, she might be stupid. We don't know.
That's what I would like to know. That's what I would like to know. Whether she's just pretty or she also has something in that head.
He has issues. It's okay. We don't mess with the issues.
We don't mess with. Right. It's crazy should come with a certain amount of intellect, or else how are you going to have great stories about escaping said crazy? That's a part of the fun of dating crazy.
I don't know, Walton. Would you throw a knife up in the air and catch it, pointy side up for her? I think I would.
I don't think he's got enough strength to lift up a regular knife.
Kiss my ass, Tommy. No, I wouldn't do that.
Damn.
No, I wouldn't do anything that would put me in any type of predicament to look bad. I would just talk a good game.
I don't think it was a real knife. I think it was like a Perry knife. The one like.
Well, you have to understand, Tom. Tommy read through some
A
of this.
potato peeler.
He stabbed himself with a potato peeler.
and Steven will hold it like an axe, like.
Y'all are fucked up. I don't know why I keep inviting you back. No, we got to do something, man. I mean, when you're not that smart, Tommy read through the transcript. I mean, he's not that quick-witted. You need to do something when you're a brute, when you're an idiot. You gotta show off with action, even if those actions don't work out. Apparently, they did for him. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
You got somebody knocking on your back door, Walton.
Somebody knocking.
Yeah, he's been knocking for a while.
Oh, hey, Culture.
Hey,
tell me something. What would these kids look like?
I got Beavis and Butthead. I don't fucking know.
I was going to go with Freddie Prinze Jr., but
God no. Seriously, she's attractive, yes, and you guys are talking about like intellectual level. If you talk to her for 5 minutes, you realize she is dumber than a bag of hammers.
No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She's a blonde, but not really blonde.
Really,
Well,
Culture? You just crushed my childhood dreams like this?
I'm just being honest. I mean, she is. Wow. How do I put it? Unsubscribe.
Okay. All right. A month
Scroll
later.
to that top image again, if you don't mind. I'm sitting here analyzing this from a physiological. Yeah.
Something happened to that head. That head don't look the same.
The eyebrows actually had some work, but I'm seeing in her eyes the same drug. She probably was introduced to the same drug that Moron there was taking, because you go down to where the two are together with their tongues out. He's got the same type of eyes. I'm thinking not only was she stupid, but now she's obliterated. There ain't nothing left in there. Her lips were done. Yeah, and she's going to look... Well, usually when you age, too, things get a little thinner around the face. But, yeah, she's messed up.
Yeah, that's why they keep pumping all that shit into the cheeks.
Yep. And she's got it in her lips, too.
Either surgery or a lot of sucking.
The hair, the eyes, the skin tone, those are gorgeous.
It's called collagen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Collagen.
There wasn't a joke following that up. You were just giving us information. I'm just making sure.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. No, I just was waiting. There was a pause there.
Oh yeah, I usually pause. Most of you guys, I just, you usually have the great comment after I say something, so that's why I leave that.
I mean,
pause.
don't depend on me for that.
Collagen's hard to work with. I'm sorry, Culture.
I'm sorry. I'll try better next time.
Sorry to disappoint you.
It's okay.
Brightest day for $5 says, I still posted that Christina Hendricks should be April O'Neil because reasons.
Oh wow! Yes. See, now on that I will subscribe to.
Yes.
More than once.
I'm tempted to ask you, Culture, like, how did you figure out
Figure which thing?
the Megan Fox thing?
Oh, I'll tell you that story.
Okay.
I'll tell you that story sometime. Sure.
Okay.
Not here, but I'll tell you that story.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Brightest Day. Appreciate that. Thank you for allowing me a reason to think about Hendrix breasticles for a few minutes. Bro, thank you. I should have paid you. The head. Okay, yeah, we already went through that. Let's see. Oh my God. A month later in August, Fox posted on Instagram, achingly beautiful boy, my heart is yours.
He's an island boy.
What the fuck?
Is that for real?
That's, I guess, fucking for real. That's, man.
Oh my, he really does look like a lesbian.
Yeah.
Who puts a tattoo of bricks on their belly?
Some people
Napoleon Dynamite.
Some people like the tattoo look. I like that. It's whatever.
Wait, did he tattoo suspenders on himself?
I think that those are.
That's what it looks like.
Oh my God.
He's cool, man. He's hip. What's wrong with you? You don't like
Is there a photo where she just like pushed him aside and we just look at her?
I don't know.
You're supposed to be focusing on the achingly beautiful boy, Vinny.
Yes. All right. Aren't you crying inside, Vinny, right now? I mean,
what?
For that? Right.
Vinny, I was kind of expecting something like.
I just
You didn't puke properly. Do it again.
This is what a man looks like now. Y'all didn't know that? This is what a man looks like now.
That's not a man.
Oh, is it?
That's like Ellen DeGeneres,
Yeah, I think we covered this. That's a lesbian.
No, it's Elliot Page.
Yeah.
Just recently, I saw this beautiful meme. I'm not sure if I can find it again, but it was like depicting two guys in a cartoon form. The typical lumberjack style. Can you imagine that? Like the thick beard, the shirt and all like that. And right next to him, there was standing like a very thin office guy in a white shirt. Like a typical programmer. Working with computers and so on. And that was like in the past. That was that. Nowadays, it's the other way around.
It's the girl. That is Megan Fox's boy, Colson Baker. He has another name, but I don't think he deserves it.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's about it. Chris says all that ink makes him look like a cartoon character. Well, maybe. I don't. People like to get tattoos. I don't hate on that.
I like ink. I think ink's good.
It's
sexy on some people.
Yeah, all right, that's cool. Yeah, it just
next
makes
week,
sense.
Walton's going to be covered in tattoos. These same tattoos.
No, I ain't going that route. I'm not a brute.
Well, you should get a tattoo that says tattoo the way Australians say tattoo. Tattoo.
Forbidden Ruin, he's an Antifa boy. He's completely soy. Is he? I don't know if he was a Tifa kid. I don't know if he
anarchy symbol above his belly button.
Yeah,
I used to rock.
I seen
Soul
Saxon mention that too.
Oh, did he? Okay, I didn't know. I've rocked the anarchy symbol. I don't care. Whatever. Let's see.
Where do you rock it exactly there, monkey boy?
I mean, when I was younger, we would spray paint it, shit like that.
Oh, you ain't rocking it on your bod, though.
Nah. Nope. No, sir. Let's see. Chris Fist says, this is why I gave up on relationships. Chicks these days are effed up. Man, you're missing the fun. Missing the fun, Chris.
That's some fucked up shit right here.
Yeah.
I'm missing the fun, dude. There's a lot of issues out there. A lot of damaged eyes, brother. Just have some fun, man. Just do what you gotta do.
Yeah, there's always a woman out there willing to get you lined up for another dose of penicillin.
Man, absolutely. Listen to a deck. He's a doctor.
I tell you what, Walton, if you ever do decide to get a tattoo, Soul Assassin has got the perfect one for you. You remember that one Tupac had across his stomach, Thug Life? Tree life.
Mm.
Tree life.
Yeah.
It'd be beautiful.
Oh,
Had a couple like
yeah.
evergreens, a couple oaks underneath it. It would be marvelous.
No, actually, I think that's more Tommy's thing, man. The Prince Albert. That's what I would suggest. I would think, just the tattoos and piercings and all kinds of shit on his dick. You know,
What part of that night gave you that impression, Stephen?
the way he cuddled me.
When they were laying in
Wow,
bed
dude.
together.
I just want to say, do not subscribe to what Memes is talking about. It will hurt your peen.
Do you know that from experience, culture? Is there something you're not telling us? I
Doesn't
know you
look
were
fun.
kind of a rebel when you were younger.
I'm just gonna, Steven, this might be something a lady could talk you into, and I'm just saying, unsubscribe.
Nobody's
Culture, do you have an anarchy tattoo in the tramp stamp area as well? What are you telling us?
In the pubis area.
Oh my.
Culture
I bet
says
you
when
should
he goes
freak
pee, it comes out 3 locations at once.
Oh,
Oh,
exactly.
damn.
Oh, jeez.
That's. I don't mind that one all that much. I mean, she does. She does look.
She
like
needs to eat a burger.
Oh, maybe.
That's some fucked up Photoshop
Yeah, she
right
needs
there,
to eat a burger.
too.
It is a little bit of messed up Photoshop.
Yeah. What the hell did they do to her waist? It looks like Gumby or something.
I don't know. Ashley, what do you
Pulling her
think?
apart.
The first thing that popped out to me is she has, better trigger discipline than Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's right. That's right. You know,
Wow.
to this day, Alec Baldwin still killed more people than Omni Optimus.
Wow.
I was gonna say the variant. I don't know if we could say it.
Unicron?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. Ash, a burger? Do you think she needs a burger? What's wrong with this picture?
Yes,
What's
a
wrong with
burger, a big old burger.
this? Yeah.
I just hear a growling dog.
What? Well, why does that lesbian have thigh highs on as well?
Oh my. Oh my.
Oh,
What in the
God,
living
thank you for
hell?
scrolling up. That was hilarious.
What the
Do you
hell?
suppose? I want to ask Vinny this. Vinny, are we possibly looking at another Metheny story right here? Is he going to have one of his meat curtain shot off?
I think so. She's about to pierce his labia.
What the hell is going on here?
Bang, bang.
His nails are painted, y'all. He's wearing a coat that looks like a dress.
I think the nails are the least of his problem.
Yeah, Forbidden Ruin says he's wearing leather booty shorts and leather
Is
thigh
this-
highs.
Oh yeah, is he? I believe. Oh my God.
They're probably assless as well.
Oh Lord,
you
he
know
is.
it.
Oh my Lord. Ashley, I think you have those boots, don't you? Oh my God.
We can't see his right hand, but that's where his butt plug is probably in his pocket right now.
Yeah, it's in his pocket. He's holding it back.
Shows on his face. Whoa.
Is that
I don't know. That looks like MK Ultra doing to me. Sorry,
Okay.
getting real.
He probably has a tattoo
He's
on him
wearing,
somewhere as well.
is he wearing Kevin Smith's old
I can't believe they're presenting this as a man.
That's just it. Yeah, a lot of this passes for being a man these days, which is really, really sad.
I'm sorry, guys. This is not us. I mean, this just ain't men. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Tim, what's up, dude? Hell, good to see you, man.
What up?
I'm just kind of curious. Out of all the articles that you possibly could have grabbed, why this one? Did you not look into this first, before you?
Did I read it?
subscribed to
For
this?
hell no! I took the headline, bro. That's it. That's all I do. I don't do any research.
He goes balls
Culture does that
deep
stuff.
without doing any
What?
research.
Yeah. Culture does research stuff. He does the educated stuff on his channel. You know?
I do a little bit of that. Yeah. Try
He
to
reads
do
and
some
shit. You
analysis.
know, those
I
big
do.
words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stephen, is this some kind of safe to
I have to say that I never anticipated that metrosexual would mean wearing thigh high boots.
Right. I remember when that term came out. We were like, no. And then they had that gay guy show where they were trying to turn straight men gay or dress them up or something.
No. Just get him to dress better. It was clear eye for the straight guy.
It was actually
Yeah, they were trying to make him
people.
gay, and I was all right with that. Whatever they were doing, whatever. But
Dude, you gotta clean up your shit, bro. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, actually, No, gay men have style. I mean, if you're gonna go, go right.
Well, there's one thing of like making sure your beard's trimmed nice and everything, and I don't know, taking it in the ass. There's a big difference.
Truth.
Highlights.
Oh my God!
We have proof that he does take it in the ass.
Oh, he did. Well, I mean, in that story,
his own admission.
Yeah, it was a whole spike.
What?
He took a whole spike in the back door, Culture.
He did. Yeah, he went down a railing and took a spike in the ass, and then won the beer pong game. He was happy about that, and then he did that. The idiot ritual of trying to show off with physical feats instead of intelligence.
Yeah.
And
he took a nail clipper, flipped it in the air, and stabbed himself with it.
Stabbed himself. Then the next morning, he said he had to go get some stitches real quick. You missed all that part, but that's
no. I
Tommy
heard it
did a great
because I was sitting in the back room for 20 minutes, so I got plenty of that. Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of let you sit back there before they told me what was up. Sorry about that, man. I would have immediately.
Stephen, you're the only one that can see him until he types something.
I would have.
That was a great attempt at passing the buck, though.
Yeah, but we're assuming that Walton could see the whole screen. He's like hanging on to the end of that desk for dear life right now.
We got to talk about this for 5 minutes because I put it in the description and it was a hashtag that was trending on Twitter. Thor: Love and Thunder had a poster release. Who's excited about this movie? Really?
I think what's her name? Shuri from Black Panther. She's very excited for this.
Yeah, except she's not going to be there anymore.
Yeah, she quit.
Right.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that later. So nobody wants to talk about the poster at all. Just nobody cares.
Could if you want.
Well, yeah. Let's take a look. Let's take a look.
I mean, 2 minutes. We got to do at least 2 minutes on it, or else it's like false advertising or some shit.
All right.
Come on, do it.
Yeah. I got to read these. Hold on. I got to deal with words. Thor: Love and Thunder is set to feature the MCU comeback, Chris Hemsworth's founding Avenger alongside with some old friends. The sequel is helmed by Ragnarok's director Taika Waititi, and it will showcase the return of franchise mainstays like Natalie Portman, Tessa Thompson, Jamie Alexander, additionally Guardians of the Galaxy led by Chris Lord, Chris whatever the hell, yeah, that guy, the one they don't like, Chris Pratt, Star-Lord. Who did that? Who went when I messed up? Don't call it out. I know I messed up.
I was muted, but yeah, you really messed up.
We also lend their assistance in the film, but not much about their roles. The exact plot details is surrounded in secrecy. I mean, we pretty much know what's going to happen, right? I mean, Jane Foster's going to become Thor. It's going to be that story. But are they going to do it right? I don't know. I don't care.
It wasn't done right the first time.
I was about to say that.
Is Disney's name on it? Then you get your answer.
Yeah, dig that.
He's very wise.
If they do, awesome. Then she's going to die. And the story itself.
Stage bore.
Vinny, you're a comic creator. You've been in the industry. Just give me your critique on what you think this pile is going to end up being.
What did you call him? The Tiger Waititi?
Yeah.
I think he's going to fuck this up royally. But again, because it is already just a horrible story to begin with. Jane Foster getting the hammer. I still don't get it. Why is she worthy? Why is he's unworthy? I don't get it. I'm lost.
Well, you know what I think. You know what I think the biggest problem here is, though, Vinny. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, last time we saw him, he was a fat slob who was going to be with the Guardians of the Galaxy, but he was still worthy because he was still able to get the hammer. So, I'm passing the buck over to her. I just don't get it. But go ahead.
Well, here's my biggest problem with it, Vinny, and I'm sure everybody else is going to probably get this too, where I'm going with it. So in the original comic books, when somebody picked up that hammer, if they were worthy, they got the power of Thor. We all remember that. But the MCU got rid of that by the time they turned around and the hammer was destroyed and said, oh, well, the power has been in you the whole time. It wasn't the hammer that granted you your power. So if they threw that out the window, how is it even possible that she's going to get the power from the hammer? because the power was never in the hammer. This is what I mean about Disney and their bullshit, and this is why I will not watch any of their crap. They take everything, they throw it in the toilet, and then they try to bring it, fish it back out like, oh yeah, we retrieved this turd, and you people are going to buy it. No, nonsense. You threw everything out the fucking window. This doesn't even make any sense at this point if you go by their logic of how the story is actually going.
Tommy, you nailed it.
But it's Disney. They can't go wrong.
The milk has done gone bad.
They never admit it. They definitely won't. Chris Fisk, Taika Waititi's real name is David Cohen. He uses an ethnic name to get the diversity clout.
Are you kidding me?
Thank you, Chris.
Wow. Excellent.
Lasso of Truth, love what you're saying, brother.
Was LDG trying to be this guy with his eyes that day?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the glow
now I
thing,
understand.
yes.
Okay.
Hey, right. You don't understand nerd culture, honey. Just sit down and talk about sandwiches.
My bad.
Got the glow like Bruce Leroy.
Love you, baby. Joachim Stark for Swedish. Is that Krona? Think. I don't know. Still trying to learn. I don't pay attention all that often. Joachim, I'm sorry. Culture Weave Control Special. The Brazilian one hair at a time treatment. The Brazilian one hair at a time.
Steve,
go ahead. You do it.
The Culture Weave Control Special. The Brazilian one hair at a time treatment for that long-lasting satisfaction and smooth silk ball sack feeling.
Absolutely. And Culture's pube products will be coming out eventually. They'll be going along with his hair care line. Culture believes in long, beautiful pubes. He also has markings for those who cannot grow exceptionally long pubic hair. Please refer to Culture Casino's Bush store. Thank you very much.
Is this comment the reason Culture dipped out?
Maybe so. He didn't want to hear.
It's possible.
He wants to know who leaked it. He wants to know who leaked that stuff early.
Who leaked that stuff on his pubes?
Vinny, what were you trying to say about this?
I'll probably boycott it as well with Tommy.
Yeah.
I really have no interest in any more of this shit. Spider-Man, and I think I'm gonna give the Doctor Strange movie. I think I'll give those two, those are my last kind of Marvel movies, and then I'm done. This is all trash. Plain and simple.
Same boat here.
Yep.
And I'd like to note that just before we began reading that, Culture Casino says, I got a dip, ... Going quietly, ... So I think it did have something to do with you, Joachim. Thank you very much for scaring off one of the panelists. I appreciate you.
Just for information, it's Swedish crown.
Thank you, our European friend, for letting us ignorant Americans know. I appreciate that. Excellent. You have an ally on the panel, Joachim. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. Oh, fake super chat. Sorry, fake super chat of $5. Oak trees and a guinea pig.
It's a 5 oak trees, Stephen, and a guinea pig nest. Disney suffers from spoiled princess syndrome. Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. They do absolutely.
Yep. Thank you, Tillian. I agree with that. Mr. Tickleton said it's not a boycott if you weren't planning on seeing it anyway.
I love that statement.
Yeah. Hell you, brother. Okay. And let's see. Since Godzillionaire says the Sonic 2 movie looks way more entertaining than anything the MCU is putting out now.
They're making another one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, yeah, good for them. I think it should be supported. I think Sonic was great for fans who really wanted it. When you have creators, and you have artists, and you have people that listen to fan criticism without calling them supremacists, that's a positive thing.
Yeah, I said that too. I made a video on that, and they copyright claimed it.
What?
Yep.
Ooh, holy hell!
Right.
Does it ever end?
Nope. It was just images from the movie. That's all. Nothing else. Just stills.
All right, we'll talk about Letitia, and then we'll talk about Blizzard's milk problem. Blizzard has a milk problem. We'll close out with that, something serious.
Sour milk.
Yeah, well, they're stealing breast milk over there at Blizzard.
Milk has done gone bad.
Yeah, but that's a more serious subject, and we're gonna what? What'd you say?
How much can we sell it for? Breast milk. How much can we sell it for?
Oh shit! I guess we're gonna talk about them titties first. All right, hold
Got
on.
a new business deal.
Is that
well,
like the new adrenochrome?
My bad.
I like titty
Breast
milk. I like titty milk. I ain't gonna lie. You know, if my girl was pregnant, I don't mind it. You know, good thing. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Well, are you hoping to get taller by drinking all that milk, Steven? Is
No,
that what it is?
motherfucker, no. God damn it. I admitted something that was personal on air and you had to run with it.
It does a body good, but I think it's too late, Steven.
It'll stunt his growth.
Don't start a channel, y'all. Don't do it. Don't make your voice heard. Because when you use that voice, these kinds of dicks will gather around you and make fun of you for it.
Well, you know, my bad.
You sound like Machine Gun Kelly right now.
Oh, shit.
No, I actually understood what he was saying, so he didn't sound exactly like him.
I guess we're going to talk about titty milk now. All right. Activision's Blizzard employees allege discrimination against new mothers. Claim pump milk was stolen by male co-workers. That's a damn shame.
Dun.
How's that discrimination? Sounds like theft, but discrimination, I don't get it.
I mean, you just imagine that there's a bunch of programmer nerds, you know, just running around stealing titty milk out the freaking lunchroom. What is that break room like right now?
Okay, wait a minute. Why is it at the break room to begin with? Why is it at the facility?
Well, you got a
baby at the facility.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not? I mean, you know, well, first off, Red, you know, you got to pump it when it's there. It makes women get, you know, they hurt. You know, if there's too much in there, they got to, you know, alleviate that. They got to keep the pump. They got to keep the machine rolling. You know, they got to keep it doing it. All right. I'm just put ladies. Anybody had a kid here? Ashley?
I had a kid, but I don't breastfeed, you know, because I like to smoke weed. So, you know, yeah.
That's a hell of a defense.
Well, you know, at least I'm being safe. Damn it.
Okay, all right. Well, I know from experience. I've had kids with women, and I've seen them titties, and I know what they're going through, and it hurts them. You know, so they got to get rid of it. Red, they got to save it.
It does hurt, though. Absolutely does hurt. I had to put cabbage leaves on my boobs so that it didn't hurt, and it would stop the milk from like producing. Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm just going to say this. Well, maybe like when you were with those women that were pregnant, maybe you shouldn't have been trying to like squeeze them like they were cow udders.
Cabbage leaves.
Thank you, Islington girls. See, I got female support, Stephen. What now?
No, I understand that. As the girl, I understand. But what I don't know if it was in the staff fridge. I'm just saying, what if that was the only fridge available? You know, what are you going to do? Okay, well, let's just.
See, you're bringing up that other argument then what if that's the only milk and this guy, like, you know, he has to have milk in his coffee? See, don't bring it to the office. These people don't know what they're
that's
doing.
just the rule. That's just the rule. You don't put anything that you want in the staff fridge. Like, you just don't do that.
Well, I can tell you, Vinny, Steven is definitely into fresh milk like that, because when we were sitting in the Waffle House for that little get together for JJ, he was asking the lady, "Is you got anything fresher than that?" Because she brought out a regular carton of milk, so he was looking for it.
I hate to break it to you, but over here, for example, at my work, if there was like a bottle with a note like breast milk, nobody would touch it with a 2-meter long stick. So it's you know some
Yeah, but you're all civilized over there.
Yeah,
bunch of damn savages over here.
Absolutely. Let's say that there was a special fridge, a mini fridge or something for the breast milk, and you know they were sneaking into the titty feeding, the feeding room. You know, like, what kind of shenanigans are happening at Activision Blizzard?
The great titty milk heist.
Wait a minute. I know what happened.
Was
P.
Luke
Diddy
Skywalker involved?
No, I think P. Diddy was. That guy, he's got it like in his refrigerator, like stacked titty milk. Guy's a creep.
Oh, that's crazy. Yes, fresh from the breast. Yes, Che. It's gotta be fresh. I'm not like putting it in my, drinks and shit. And it's not like that. It just happens to be a thing. It's a thing.
You're gonna make me up, Chuck.
So why do I keep picturing all these here breast milk thieves that looking like the Hobbit? Kind of like you, Steven. All like creeping around the office, like sneaking into the break room.
You're probably picturing that because Steven seems like he's very much into it.
Forbidden Ruin says there's a problem with that. The milk was from a pregnant biological male. Employees have been lactating. What? Oh, what is that? What?
Given enough hormones, a male can lactate. Yeah, if they have enough hormones, it can't happen.
Hold on, wait. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. A doctor is on the panel. Please repeat that, Adega.
Given enough
Please
hormones,
don't.
a male can do that. It doesn't happen all the time, but it is possible. They can grow them and they can milk them.
And if you
Is
get
it
your
because you actually
boosters,
bitch? I mean, is that how guys?
Can you
Yeah, I have the same feeling as your face, but it is possible and it has happened. Sometimes they don't even need the hormones. The guys will lactate.
Like spontaneously lactate and shit?
Way to go,
Yeah,
Adega.
it's
Now Steven's going to be taking hormones.
It's freakish, but it does happen. Yeah.
Ew.
I feel sorry for Steven's kid. You want some fresh milk in that coffee?
Yeah, I know. Exactly. I know that. I know they have a mother's room. Yeah, as I'm saying, like, so if there is a fridge in there, what kind of creep was like sneaking around the corner? You know, lights out and everything. Like, you know, were they timing it, making sure everybody was out the office before they ran in there? And what was going on?
Are you sure it's not called the other room?
Yeah, the turret had the same thing as,
That's
you know,
misogynist, Vinny.
locks only keep the honest people out. If there's a mother's room and you're a freak's a freak, it's going to go in there anyway. It doesn't matter if it's a mother's room.
Tickle Trunk says the reason we don't lactate is because other dudes would want to suck on them. That's disgusting as hell. I don't know. Could you imagine if Colson Baker came running up on a lactating man and started suckling? That's disgusting. I know.
That's like Kevin Smith.
Oh God! Oh, all right.
He was wearing his coat.
Now you know why Kevin Smith is crying all the time.
One of the most bizarre accusations to be leveled against Activision Blizzard amidst their ongoing employee harassment and misconduct controversy. One current and one former female employee have alleged that not only did the company discriminate against women who were breastfeeding, but that some male coworkers outright stole the mother's pumped breast milk without facing any repercussions. That's awful.
What did they know who it was? Did they just pop that shit open and start chugging in front of everyone?
I don't know, but that's a badass game. StarCraft 2 is bad, the fuck ass. Let's see. The first such claim of Activision Blizzard fostering the anti-breastfeeding environment was made on December 8th by current Blizzard cybersecurity analyst Stephanie Lyon, speaking with fellow employees in an apparent women's-only company Slack channel. That's too many words. You gotta abbreviate that. Who sought to detail some of the issues that she had encountered regarding the video game developers' accommodations for new mothers. According to Lyon, seen in screenshots of the Slack chat shared to Twitter by Blizzard's senior test analyst and organizer of the informal ABK workers. Such issues included improper seating, which led to mothers sitting on the floor to pump, a lack of storage space for moms to keep their pumps safe, and an apparent lack of sanitation and from housekeeping who did not appear to be cleaning those rooms consistently the way the rest of the office was. God damn. So maybe it was in the break room. Maybe this was happening in the break room. Maybe the milk was put in that fridge.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say this sounds like an awful lot of privilege to me, man. Most workplaces I've been employed at didn't have any of this shit. I didn't keep anything clean. You just go there and do your job and go home, and you're lucky if you don't get canned in the process.
You tell me you feel a lot of middle-class white women here.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
A
lot of soccer moms, yeah.
A lot of soccer mom going on. Okay. If you'd ever want a prime example, I don't know. Oh God, anybody got a better soy voice than me? Anybody? No? Okay. If you ever wanted a prime example of discrimination at ABK, this is it. This kind of negligence towards breastfeeding workers is criminal anywhere else, but it happened daily at Blizzard. Blizzard in California?
I think so.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, accommodating shouldn't be an afterthought. We can and should do better for our workers. Blah, 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 bitch and woman, bitch and woman. Okay. However, Lyon's most shocking claim came in discussion of Blizzard's supposed inability to provide refrigerator storage for mothers who pump their milk. See, I knew it. See, it was just people just thought it was milk. That's all it was. She alleged that not only did the lackluster security measures allow the employee to access the refrigerators, but some used to store beer. Oh my God, bro, and the chat was right. They used to store
Well,
beer.
you know what? Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Now, I remember when this started becoming a thing where they were saying, "Oh, mothers need to actually, use these pumps while they're at work and store the breast milk for when they go home." And what they used to do is those mothers would actually bring like a little a locking box of some sort with them,
Their own cooler.
or their own cooler, and they would lock that shit up.
Yep.
Now all of a sudden they're expected that the company is just going to do it all for them. This is definitely privilege all over it. There's no denying that. And actually, surprisingly, as woke as Blizzard, well, actually, I don't even want to say Blizzard, it's really Activision, because they're like the wokest game company out there. Considering how woke they are, I'm actually surprised they didn't go the extra mile for these people.
Wow.
Memes of Destruction said, I had a friend on the wrestling team who lactated.
Did you suckle him, memes? Now that is the question.
I was trying to figure out a way to follow that up, and Tommy nailed it.
Wow. Adega's right. I guess we should listen to the doctors.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on the doctor. Like I said, I hate all doctors. Not all doctors, but most doctors. Doesn't matter the profession.
Do you ever just have that moment, Adega, where you're at home and you just gotten fed up with every doctor you've met and just look in the mirror and like start hating on yourself?
Never been that bad, but yeah, sometimes I get close to that.
Maybe just gave yourself the stink eye or something.
Mr. Tickletrunk says, do you have a breast milk fetish? A question on the application form. I mean, I guess if Adega says it, we should trust the science, right? Right, Fauch?
Always trust the science. I want your blood. Give it to me now. I need to make more adrenochrome.
Thank you.
Get your boosters. We're gonna go to Wuhan next month.
All right. Bet. God,
I'm Satan.
Just remember, if you don't go to Wuhan, he's going to bring Wuhan to you.
That's right. I'm getting more and more evil every day. I had horns, now my eyes are glowing. I'm a rat.
It's true.
Trust the science. I am the science. Buy your candles. You need to pray. You're all gonna die.
Thank you, Vinny. Thank you, Fauci. Steven Sosiba says, hey guys, how y'all doing? And what in the fucking article did I come by into? Blizzard, they never know how to quit. Yes, sir. They're stealing titty milk now. The nerds over there are apparently stealing milk from other women. They're misogynists, and they put beer in their fridge, which I think is kind of cool. Put beer in the in the company.
Well, yeah. Wait, how do we know it was men? It could have been women stealing this breast milk. We're just making assumptions here.
Regardless, you have a bunch of drunk, nerdy video game designers. What did you think was going to happen if you store breast milk in the same place they're getting their beer? I mean, honestly.
You're lucky they weren't playing breast milk pong.
That's not how you make a white Russian.
Yeah, we are not trying to assume the gender identities of these nerds. That's why we are saying nerds. I'm thinking ahead. All right, so she also. Oh, you already said that. Oh my
You're
God.
right. This channel never can't say
I know. Women bitching. I'm done tiptoeing around these issues to be sensitive. Men stole them. Well, she's asserting that it was men. I'm
Where's
not
the
saying
proof? We need evidence, Karen.
Not saying if they were born men or if at some point they became men. But they stole it. That's what Lion is asserting. If they want to keep that hush hush, maybe they should circle back to me when I report these things and share with some transparency on how they, 1, plan to respond, and 2, how to mitigate these issues. Man.
What if the coworker, since they're so woke, what if that coworker was trying to become a transformer and he thought that if he drank her milk, he'd get the hormones?
I don't know. I mean,
they're very retarded over there. Clearly, California, Machine Gun Kelly. I mean, all the topics we're hitting today, they're just fall in line.
Yeah, it just seems like it's a first grader classroom and the teacher's been gone too long. I mean, it really.
I thought you
were acting up.
I would have said that it's more like everybody had stuck their head in the oven too long while it was preheating, but that's just me.
Gotcha. All right, I want to Karen. Later that same day, Lyons' claims were backed up by former Blizzard producer Stephanie Krudsick, I don't know, who wrote on her personal Twitter, "I can corroborate this, and I am likely the origin of this statement." Oh, it was her titty milk. Okay, though I don't remember telling this specific person. Shit gets around the office, Stephanie. It's what it is. I was the one of the first, if not the first, women to use the new quiet rooms, she continued. And at that time, they consisted of a chair, side table, and light, like an interrogation room. We gave him an interrogation room. That was it.
I don't know what she's complaining about. She could have walked into that room. It could have had like wooden walls, like hay on the floor. She should feel honored that it at least had a chair and a table.
Wow. Yeah, could have the pump in the bathroom.
Tommy's old school. You know, it was red apparently. One of the specific topic of breast milk theft, Krudsick further recalled, this was in 2008. There was no fridge in the room, so I had to label and carry my breast milk out and store it in the break room fridge. It was very clearly breast milk in baggies with a baby's face on it. This is serious, Fred.
Sorry, my bad.
Why are you laughing?
Because it's retarded. Go ahead.
A baby was starving to death because some nerd had to drink that titty milk.
Yes.
She put that baby's face on it to shame them from not fucking with it, and they fucked with it anyway. That's why I'm laughing, because it's funny.
It's supposed to be sympathetic. That baby
I'm completely insensitive. You don't know me yet?
Right. Have some empathy. Have some compassion, people. That is a starving child in America.
How can you say that nerd wasn't starving?
Yeah, starving for breast milk. He wanted.
It was clearly mine, she pointed out. I was the only lactating woman in the building. Well, from what Adega and memes tell us, it could have been a man's. They seem to lactate too. I didn't know this. Right. And maybe they got a baby.
That's a sexist statement right there.
Right.
I know. Really?
She's going into the science.
Or the picture of a baby on there thought, hey, I'm a man, baby. That's mine.
Right.
Follow the science, Krudsick.
That's right. Stephanie, you're wrong. You're wrong, Stephanie.
Well, it was 2008. The Last Jedi wasn't out yet. But I don't know.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so I don't know. One day, I went to retrieve my pumped supply at the end of the day, and it was gone, she continued. There were no other moms in the building, no other mothers in the building, so very few women at all in either QA or CS at the time. All the other items I had seen earlier were still in the fridge. They were dated and labeled.
No. Well,
She then
to the mystery machine gang.
Well, here's the question. Did she date these things? Maybe somebody threw them out because they thought the milk went bad.
Oh, was it chunky? I don't know. She then reasoned. Someone had either taken my bags and tossed them or stolen them for some creepy reason. This was devastating, not just for the creep factor, but because I was already very low on supply and had a baby who wouldn't latch. I was already supplementing and struggling to get milk. That's messed up.
Well, that
this
is
insensitive.
If that's true, yeah.
This insensitive bastard. This son of a bitch. He couldn't just leave this woman's titty milk alone. That baby was having issues. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
I'm just going to say this, though. I mean, there was a time when you worked at any job, they always had the little nondescript disclosure on the front of the fridge that we cannot guarantee anything you put in these refrigerators are going to be safe.
Yeah.
Now, all of a sudden, they're crying because somebody's not guarding the fridge for them.
Tommy, we're not talking about a sandwich, bro.
I really don't care what we're talking about.
This woman
I
was
don't care if
pumping.
you were looking. I don't care if you were looking for your hormone needle in that fridge, Stephen. If somebody took it and used it because you left it in there, that's your fault.
You don't
My
care.
guess, if I might put a theory forward here, my guess is this is the kind of bitch that runs around the office all day long talking about her baby and her breast milk ad nauseum. That people probably got sick and tired of it, and somebody finally said, "You know what? I'm gonna toss this bitch's breast milk."
What if she was
sick
going
of this
around,
Krudsick?
What if she was bragging, Red? What if she was going around bragging, talking about her is the best tasting titty milk ever?
That's possible.
Tickle Trunk.
I think. Hold on.
He's got it.
I think Red's right though. 100% right.
No, no. Mr. Tickle Trunk for $5. Thank you so much, brother. He says, I've worked in a few game studios. Best method for keeping your food untouched is labeling the container something like ear medicine. 100% success rate.
Yeah, she could have put vag cream.
With a baby's face on it? That's disgusting, man.
Hey,
Don't put the baby's face on.
Oh,
Yeah, I think the baby face was voluntary.
Oh, God. Mr. Tickle Trunk says, for $2, says, work smarter, not harder. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
For that titty milk.
Godzillion says maybe these chicks were stealing each other's breast milk because they didn't have enough. Maybe one of them was smoking pot. Who knows? Who knows what the reason could have been for stealing the titty milk?
I think I know where King of Squibs was going, and he almost got it right. It should be got milk.
Yeah,
yeah, that milk's been got.
I'm appalled at how insensitive you all are at this poor child, this infant, that need. It wouldn't latch.
Going back to what Red was saying, no, he is right. I think this is a bitch who just was running around talking about it all the time because clearly she won't stop talking about it if this was in 2008.
Probably threatening people to keep their hands off the breast milk.
She's brave and stunning. She's coming forward. It's taken a long time for this woman to get over what happened to this other woman. All right?
That kid's practically in college already.
Maybe he still needs milk. All right. Maybe he's also allergic to soy, and he needs that.
It sounds like
maybe he's
if
filled
that's his
with
mother,
soy.
he's probably addicted to soy.
You guys are so insensitive. Let's see. She we never ever found out who did it. She added to their.
But
credit.
they know it's a man, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes, because only a man would do that. Red. To their credit, my HR rep and my department's director swiftly provided a mini fridge and other improvements to the room within 24 hours. But it should never have happened in the first place. What demented person steals an infant's food? I don't know. But from some of the responses on this panel, more than you would suspect.
Probably someone who's sick of your shit, Stephanie. That's who.
Right.
You know, Red, I could just picture you having enough of somebody like that and just like opening it and drinking it right in front of her.
Oh, it's happening.
Like
Not with
pouring
breast
down your
milk, but it's
face and
happening.
everything.
Tina says it is embarrassing. It is embarrassing we don't have anywhere else in the office to store your pump milk than the office fridge, and the rest of your fellow programmers are single guys. I get that, but you know, Tina, they understand. See, Tina, you work with real men. They look at that baby's face, and they understand that child is hungry, and they're not going to steal from that baby. Who steals from a baby? Who steals from a baby?
Collective.
Well, Walton, they're about the same size as you. I'd imagine you would.
Did somebody say stealing babies?
That'd be a fair fight.
There's a lot of politicians and celebrities that they need that blood. All right, so I'll steal them.
Thank you, Fauch, for that update. Brutal Morning Wood.
Trust the science, you son of a bitch.
I used to work with a guy. Every day, someone would drink his Gatorade out of the fridge and leave $1 in the bottle. One day, he rubbed his junk around the inside of the bottle before he left.
Nice.
I'm going to work. I was working at a place. I wasn't involved in this. It was in the logistics office. They had a fridge up there. And someone kept eating this dude's sandwich. It was always the same. Whenever he brought the same type of sandwich, somebody would come in there and eat it. And so one day, he decided to leave the sandwich in the fridge, as is, after he rubbing his balls all over it, you know, the meats and the cheeses, and then left it. And that dude ate it. So congratulations to all you out there who get revenge for those who steal your shit from the fridge.
And who hasn't? Who hasn't?
See, now if you're going to go the vindictive route with somebody who's stealing your food, you got to take it a step further. Just like rubbing your junk on there is not good enough, because more than likely
you got
you got to like pull a few pube hairs off and stick it inside the sandwich. So after they start eating and they get the freaking pube hairs in between their teeth, you got to go wild with it.
It's true. Yeah. Tommy's right on point as always.
Oh my god!
I know somebody in an office setting that did something very, very disturbing too, because this woman, it was the sister-in-law to one of the owners of the company, and she thought that she could do anything in that office. She was stealing people's food. She was yelling over all the time in the morning over the phone at these guys in like the mold shop. So one day, this guy, he came in early before everyone else. He went over to her phone because she does this like religiously every morning. She'll call them up and just start ripping into them. So he beat her to it. He grabbed her phone and he put it down his pants. And he just shoved not just his balls and his cock, up his ass, everything that he could, all over that phone. And he placed it back there. And sure enough, about a half hour later, she comes in, calls up the mold shop to yell at them. And yeah, she had a mouthful.
Wow.
And an earful.
All right, so here I got one more for you guys. This is a freebie from the Guinea Pig Collective. So if you're ever working somewhere or you're working in an environment where you're sharing a fridge with people and they're drinking one of your drinks, I don't care if it's Gatorade, doesn't matter what it is. Here's what you need to do. Go to Walgreens, go to CVS, and what you get is you get castor oil, but you get flavorless castor oil and pour it into that drink and leave it in there. You'll know who did it when they run to the bathroom.
No doubt. That's just like Mr. Duckletrunk said. He said laxatives are a good deterrent. Bring a bomb sandwich, and put a new one in a container so they don't know it's yours too. The problem will solve itself when you see you screaming in the bathroom. Yeah,
exactly. And that's why I said castor oil is the best, because you can get the flavorless castor oil. They'll never know it's there.
That's incredible. That's oh, Forbidden Ruin says put rotten lettuce on a sandwich with meat that is 5 minutes from being poisonous. I mean, that's just trying to kill somebody. Forbidden Ruin, you're real brutal, bro.
What's a little botulism between friends?
Oh man,
between vicious coworkers.
And you never know, Steven. This could have been a good Samaritan in disguise, right? Because maybe he thought, I want to get back at this rude crut stick, but I don't want to hurt that baby, right? So we're just gonna, we'll just get rid of the milk rather than rubbing our nuts on it, right? Because you don't want the baby suffering for Stephanie's mistake. So he probably nutted in Stephanie's sandwich and tossed the milk.
Jeez.
Wow. Okay.
Does the body good.
Yeah, Visine also. Let's continue on. You cruel fucking bastards. Ultimately, after detailing further personnel maternity-related anecdotes from her time at Blizzard, Crudstick concluded, I have related the stolen milk story to a lot of people. I bet. However, I'm sorry. I have related the stolen milk story to a lot of people. However, so I would be unsurprised if it's become a story that's a regular part of one of the feminine, marginalized people whisper campaigns. Where we all warn each other about and specific people on the DL.
Yeah, well, you see where she was going with it from the very beginning, so it's not really surprising. And it's funny, I just seen a short video there. It wasn't that short, but it was like maybe about 10, 15 minutes, whatever it was, where a lady was talking about she actually interviewed some people from men's right activists, the MRA, and she went into it as a feminist, and she decided she wanted to do this big thing with these guys because she wanted to find out what they were about. She basically wanted to tear them apart. So she went into it, and then she found out that she was wrong, that they're actually real people with real problems, just as bad as what the feminists are claiming, sometimes actually worse. And she said it humanized her enemy. And she said she no longer considers herself a feminist activist anymore. And this is the same type of person right here. She's one of those people, the rah, 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 all men are evil, all men are bad. And I'm just going to relate this story. Let's get the whisper campaign going.
Yeah.
It's not always women, though. I mean, to be fair, Mr. Tickletrunk, there are some very effeminate men.
Yeah, I was going to say it's either all women or,
simps,
men who are basically women.
Oh, no, I thought you were going to say we're Machine Gun Kelly.
Or, yeah, go ahead and if Colson
that is what I said.
Colson Baker may be in a whisper network near you. And you never know. Sending out messages all over the place. Let's see. As of this writing,
yes, Red Pill. Thank you.
As of this
Good
writing,
movie.
okay, wait, what did I miss? What did I say?
No, Mr. Tickle Trunk said it too. The name of that film documentary is called Red Pill.
Oh, okay. All right, bet. Thank you guys. Thank you guys very
They
much.
made a documentary on this woman's breast milk.
Yes, they did, Vinny. Leave it alone. All right. She needed to express herself. As of this writing, Activision Blizzard had not responded to Krustic or Lions allegations. What do you make of these claims? It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Those poor women. Those poor babies.
Maybe somebody was dying for a cappuccino. What?
Sensitive fuckers.
Steven, quit your snipping.
I'm not simping. I'm trying to bring up this article about Letitia because we got to cover this too. I know. Disable my ad block. God damn it! I hate this. It didn't do it before.
Are you having problems because the article is bigger than you?
No, what? No.
If you print it out, yes, it will stand taller.
What? No, hold on. I can't do two things at once, y'all. I can't defend myself and fix this at the same time.
You couldn't defend yourself to begin with.
Should learn to multitask.
Right? Isn't that why Ashley Lynn is here? To help defend you.
Yeah. Yeah, she's helping a lot. She loves her sandwiches. I saw that in the chat. Thanks, Ash. Good. We're supposed to be a team. Let's look out for me. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so let's talk about our final topic of the evening. Black Panther actress Letitia Wright reportedly fired her U.S. PR team after receiving backlash over her COVID vaccine. Oh, I said the word. Shit. Word. Say the word.
It's okay. You were roboting.
As we've been keeping up.
Okay.
Shall we play a game?
Vaccinations.
You know, I think it's so wonderful that they brought the speak and spell back for you, Stephen. This is awesome.
What?
It's hooked on monkey phonics.
Tommy, stop.
That wasn't Tommy. You were the one robot.
Oh, I robot. Oh, my bad. I didn't know. I'm
That's
back
what we
here.
said. So don't worry. The word wasn't said.
Has
either.
anybody been keeping up on? Oh, fuck my life. Has anybody been keeping up on the Letitia Wright taking a stance against the vaccinations, the mandatory vaccinations? Anybody?
No, but God bless her.
Just on the fact that she took a stand on it. Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I know about it is that she was refusing to get it done, and that she caught a lot of backlash for it. So she basically said that she wasn't gonna. She didn't think that she was going to be on board moving forward with the MCU because of her stance, and they were hardlining her.
Yeah, I was surprised at all the people in the comments who, just a few weeks ago were calling her a queen in the next Black Panther, saying, "Replace this bitch."
All right.
You easily replaceable. You ain't no star. You ain't on ScarJo level. That's not what you were saying a couple weeks ago.
It's hilarious. They had the pom-poms in one hand and the pitchfork in the other.
Right.
Yes, Mockney. Yes, the Robo Tree Fucker has entered the chat. Awesome.
Someone dared speak their mind and have
It's
an
this
opinion.
website.
You're gonna blame the website?
Exactly, because they. Yes, Red. All right, I had to take the ad blocker off, and it's going insane.
Sounds like white supremacy.
My browser sucks.
Everything
yes.
is.
My dear God.
No, Vinny, wouldn't that be tree supremacy?
Oh shit.
Well, everybody
on
was,
site.
remember when Chadwick passed away, which I kind of left alone because Chadwick was out there, leading up to his passing, which is a shame. Basically very racist statements, very anti-white statements. Just the far left narrative. That's who Chadwick was. He did a great job in Black Panther. I enjoyed that movie. I think he was a good actor. I really did like him as an actor. His politics sucked ass. And I left it alone when he passed away because a lot of people were feeling that one. I didn't want to do all that. Everybody was praising him when people pass away. But Letitia was going. They were saying, let her be the next Black Panther. It'll be stunning and brave. Don't replace the actor. Give it to Shuri. Shuri has enough. I have problems with the character, with the way they presented the character. But it's she's a genius. It's whatever. It is what it is. Letitia stood up a while back talking about she didn't think that she thought that they needed more time before these vaccines were put out, more testing, as fast as they've been pushed, at least the Pfizer's. And she caught backlash for it. She instantly was supporting the alt-right. She was a terrible person, because once you defy the far left, we all know the story. You're an awful person. If you're not an extremist like them, if you're anything unlike that extremist point of view, you are an extremist, of course, all the way on the other end of their spectrum.
I can see right there. Look, you see the button that says "Make America Great Again"? It's right there.
Is there one that says that? Oh, okay. Anyway, so
hey, Steven, real quick, where you're going with that? Chris actually brings up a point too. They probably are. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but he said they're canceling Trevor Noah now because he dared question the jab.
That's
you couldn't besides Colbert, maybe, like as far as like the late night TV type stuff goes. I don't think you could have found anybody else who was more on board with all the shit that they were pushing with these vaccines.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're 100% right. Colbert, he's in the pocket of all of them. He's best friends with Podesta and all that weird, creepy shit. But yeah, Trevor Noah, he's definitely the next one. And yeah, that's great to see. Hilarious.
And
too.
Trevor's
maybe he's related to what's her face? Who's the rapper? Nicki Minaj. Maybe he's actually the person who had his the testicles enlarged. Remember that whole story?
The cousin.
The cousin's friend. Yeah, maybe it was him.
I was talking with actually about doing this article yesterday when I was talking with Ash, and she doesn't really keep up on a lot of this stuff. And I was telling her about how I did about what happened with her, and then I was going over Nicki Minaj. I was like, yeah, I did a video on Nicki Minaj. So I was supporting her because she stood up. She said no. And what happened was when she decided to speak out against the narrative, there was a reporter from a major, I can't remember where. I don't want to say CNN. It was a major, it was a news site. It was a major news site. Journalists went and started sending threats to Nikki's family, and to trying to find this person and force an interview. If you don't give us an interview about this, so that they can frame it and clip it the way they want to, we're going to dox you. We're going to expose where you live. We're going to tell people where you are. And Nikki's move was to put those messages straight up out on Instagram. She was not playing. She defied the narrative. And when you leave that plantation, they're going to do everything they can to catch you and bring you back and make sure you do what you're told. And it's a goddamn shame.
Well, I mean, sometimes they do, Walton, and sometimes they don't. I mean, like I see Forbidden Ruin talking about. He said that he walked the statement back, but that doesn't even matter with these people half the time, because once you get on their radar, they don't let it go. Mm-hmm. Wasn't there some other people that tried to walk statements back and they still crushed them anyway?
Of course.
Oh yeah, they've got to learn their lesson. Once you step out of line, step out of lockstep, you have to be told. I'm sorry, Dega, were you going to say something?
No, I just agree, and I said all the time.
No, yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah. When you step out of lockstep, brother, they got to make sure. Now you need to know. You need to know that you have stepped out of line, that you have not regurgitated the narrative. We are going to send everybody after you, and depending on what level of entertainment, where you are, your level of exposure, it'll be anything from blackballing to sending the whisper networks after you. Because once you step out of line, that's when the lies begin. That's when the false narratives. That's when they destroy your reputation. Either out in public or to other people that work around you. That is what they do. Divide and conquer by defaming and destroying who you are. It's a damn shame. Let's see. It is evil. It's a shame. It happens everywhere.
It's always happened. You go back to the witch hunts, the Spanish Inquisition, St. Patrick going after the snakes, and the pagans know this. The snakes weren't actually snakes, but they were the practitioners of paganism. It happens all the time, every century.
It does, and it's a shame.
Mel Brooks covered it perfectly in the History of the World Part 1. The Inquisition. What a show!
Here we go.
Oh man, I
Bring
love
in the nuns.
Yeah. Despite playing here,
Oy
we already.
vey.
Okay, the narrative at work, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go from the very first line. Despite playing a scientist in Black Panther, actress Letitia Wright is under fire for her stance on the COVID-19 vaccine. We know which way this one's going. According to the Hollywood Reporter, new details claim Wright fired her U.S. public relations team after she faced backlash for the skepticism she expressed over COVID-19 vaccines in December 2020. Wright made headlines after posting a video that questioned the vaccines. That was the first mistake. But a new report from the Hollywood Reporter reveals that Wright has continued her anti-vaccine stance on the what the hell? Where'd it go? Damn it! I hate this browser. I hate this website.
All right, take a breath. You'll be okay.
On the set of the new Marvel's Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. No, I'm not. I'm bugging out. I don't like when shit goes awry. The reveal comes as Disney, the studio behind Black Panther franchise, will begin enforcing its vaccination mandate in a return to work agreement between AMPTP, Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers, and Hollywood's unions. Last year, Wright apologized for sharing the video after initially saying, "If you don't conform to popular opinions but ask questions and think for yourself, you get canceled." The controversial video also included climate change skepticism and transphobic comments. As noted by Variety, Wright was labeled an anti-vaxxer, but seemingly apologized once the heat got too thick. So, I mean, wow. The way this is written, they're not going to. The way this is written, it seems like Letitia has a head on her shoulders, and the writer of this article, this does not like it. Does not like Black Digital Media Brand, Black Enterprise. This website does not like that. You're not allowed to speak out. You're not allowed to speak up. You have to. You listen to Master, the way. I just said that shit, and. It's a damn shame. The climate change skepticism, we all know that there's been a lot of bullshit going around about that. Transphobic comments, what did she say? If you're born with a dick, you're a man? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just common fucking sense. I can accept different types of people. I don't even know what she meant by that comment, but they're just heaping on with this transphobia idea, despite playing a scientist, heaping that on. The way they're crafting these words, the way they're crafting this article. It's disgusting. It's buzzwords. But I love this.
It's all buzzwords. I love that's what they do every single time. And you know what? I guarantee they probably don't even have anything on her for all those other comments. They probably maybe she says there's nothing wrong with math, and that's automatically probably like transphobic or something to these.
Absolutely.
Because they come up with this nonsense. Any way to spin the narrative to their advantage.
Well, look at this last line, dude, Tommy. I want to, because you're all on the same page. Wright was labeled as an anti-vaxxer, but seemingly apologized once the heat got too thick. So first, of course, they're questioning whether or not, have some doubt. We don't know. Have some doubt about this person, if she really apologized or not. But we did create enough heat to make her bend that knee. So keep up the heat, guys. Because if you shame them enough for thinking for themselves, anyone who doesn't think like us, then we can get them. We can get them. Keep up the narrative. That's
well, nine times out of 10, though, it's not just them shaming that person individually, because they start going after other people that they're associated with, family members and everything else, and they start like assaulting them, whether it's just words or whether they shit on their driveway or whatever the hell these freaking nutbags do. That's how they get most of these people to bend and freaking walk back their statements.
Yeah,
they use mob tactics. Like the legitimate, like the mob, not just a mob of idiots.
So what you do, right? Because what you do when you have somebody that is an undesirable, that may say something or have feelings or speak out in ways that you don't necessarily like, what you do is you gather up people of like mind and you come after them from all sides. Come after them by enlisting your people out there in the media to make sure that they're reporting the right way. You make sure that you reach out to your friends, to people in high places, and make sure that they are helping you push along this narrative of this evil person who thinks for them damn selves and doesn't bend the knee to how you think or what you want them to do. That I really respect Letitia. I respect her. I don't have to know her, but I don't have to know her personal politics, and I don't have to know who she is, but by standing up You're doing something that a lot of people in Hollywood don't do. You're doing things like Chris Pratt does, standing up for himself. He didn't even really speak up. He's just being himself. Damn near got canceled. You're doing things, hail to Nicki Minaj. I'm not necessarily a fan of Nicki Minaj, but she stood up and said, no, I'm not going to go with the narrative, and you're not going to tell me what to do and what I can and can't say. This is where people with differences should come together. When good people do not stand, and good can be a varied word depending upon a person's morals, actions, and so forth. But when good people do not stand, evil wins. So we've got to make sure to support those. In my opinion, we need to support those out there with loud voices who are speaking out, who get attacked constantly. You know who they are, and you see them all the time. The controversial video also included climate. My intention was not to hurt anyone, she said in a tweet captured by IndieWire. My only intention of posting the video was it raised my concerns with what the vaccine contains and what people were putting in what we were putting in our bodies. Nothing else. I mean, is that whack? Is that a problem? Adega, what would you ask someone to do before taking any type of medication, vaccine, something prescribed?
Well, when I had the doctor's license, I couldn't actually say anything about them taking anything. It was against the law because chiropractors, we don't deal with medication, and we don't for a specific reason. But on the down low, I'm against pretty much every. I don't want to say it on your stream. I am one who believes that if you pump up the immune system, then you're good to go, and that's usually what I would tell people. Anything artificial, man-made, chemical, those type of things are things beyond nature. And your body's designed to deal with nature, even in its harshest environments. But when you do the strange, bizarre manufactured things and expose you to it, that's when you start to weaken the system. So I have people seriously think about it. Now, if they're compromised, like if someone has some cancers or different things, then it starts getting a little dicey. But it's all individual. But for the most part, I told my kids if they ever tried to sneak a needle at you at school, you run and you tell me, and I will take care of it. So that's pretty much how I don't trust any chemicals going in the body.
Thank you, brother. Vinny, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. I believe that the body should be able to take care of itself unless you do have tremendous issues and problems. But I concur with my colleague.
Okay. Anybody else have any opinion on that?
No, I just always encourage everybody to think for yourself, do your own research, and do what you think is right for you and your family. That's pretty much it. Don't be persuaded. Don't let somebody bribe you with donuts or a paycheck. That's retarded. Listen, here's the deal. If something is so good for your health and for the society, that they shouldn't need to convince you of that, with bribes. That's all I'm saying.
And this is far beyond that too. It's not just bribes. I mean, literally, they're taking away all your freedoms and going, yeah, you want them back? Here, do this. No.
Well, the bribes didn't work, right? So they're just naturally progressing it into boot on throat.
Logic is what is missing in all this. The logic of it all, people aren't paying attention to. They're listening to hype instead of reason.
Exactly. And that's why they're doing it through media, celebrities, you name it. Because they think people are still obsessed with all that stuff. Because right now, at least in the United States, everyone looks at celebrity like they're royalty. And they're not. They're garbage. This is why they're not showing stuff like the Maxwell case. Because it's exposing all that shit. And no one wants to talk about it. Everything is all screwed up. If any of it slips, the whole mess comes off. Because Epstein was involved in all that shit too. He funded it. He funded so much of what happened over in China. And they don't want it to come out in the courts.
Ashley, you had something to say. Did you want to make a comment?
I was just going to say that I'm absolutely not getting the jab. My kids aren't getting it. I'll be living underground before I do all of that. I believe everybody that gets it is probably going to be gone in 5 years. And, Just
Well, in
what's
truth,
left
a
over.
regular virus, a non bioweapon virus, I'm not saying this one is, I'm not saying what I've seen on it or anything else, but a non bioweapon virus, or even one that has been modified, the normal lifespan of it, full lifespan for the whole herd to be exposed is a year and a half. Everything after that is a variant. Every variant, regardless of case, is always weaker than the previous one. Sometimes they may be more infectious but less damaging, and this is pretty typical. We're fighting symptoms of a flu now instead of what they're telling you. That there's more damage being done in hospitals than there is being done by a virus.
Well, I remember when they were first talking about when they were saying they were putting people on ventilators. They said that's where most of these people were dropping dead in the hospitals because they were
Never
put on
should
a
have been on
ventilator.
them. Never should have been on them. Should have been up, walking, having breathing treatments, plus a few other things.
Well,
That's
at this point,
that's a pretty profound statement coming from a doctor. You know, there's more damage being done in hospitals than from a virus. That's
we are
sickening,
at the
is what it is.
It is, brother. So
You're wrong. Trust the
boy,
science.
here we go.
Gain of function is a beautiful thing. I mean, there is no such thing as gain of function. This was all natural. I bit a bat bit a person, it mutated somehow, and then we have this. Omicron is the new AIDS.
Look at this freak.
Thank you,
What do you know about beautiful?
Thank you, sir.
Take your vitamins. You get vitamins over at Infowars.com .store. You get your vitamin D's. You get your vitamin C's. Vitality pills. Your money helps fund this operation. Thank you very much. And fuck Fauci.
So at this point, now Wright has become a trending topic, with many making a mockery of her anti-vax stance, a mockery of thinking for yourself. And this anti-vax thing, I'm like for certain vaccines that have proven history that they're trying to lump. It's funny how years ago we were, some of us, I know I was kind of making fun of people who don't get any vaccines whatsoever. You know what I mean? Which causes a resurgence of certain ailments that we've gotten rid of. And now they've kind of flipped it on its head, and the anti-vax stance doesn't just mean the vax. Like they're insinuating it's everything. Like you are against all vaccines. The way that, as Tommy was saying earlier, the way that the words are used is one of the biggest weapons that we've seen in the last 5 years. The changing of terminology, repurposing of it. Yeah, and this anti-vax idea, you're not. That has no bearing whatsoever. If you do not wish to get or question a vaccine, that does not make you a white supremacist or an alt-righter. Or a homophobe or a phobe. That has nothing to do with anything. It just makes you a free person who has every right to question what's being put into their system.
Well, I remember when the whole anti-vax thing first started, Stephen. Like most of the people that were involved with that were all liberal. They weren't Democrat. They were like legitimate, like real liberals, is what they were. And they didn't, and a lot of them were actually questioning the way these vaccines started getting produced. Because if you're old enough, you remember when you got the original vaccines, you got 3 separate shots before you had to go to school. Then they started lumping all those shots into one single shot, and they have no clue what mixing all those different strains and viruses together in that vaccine, what it's actually going to do to somebody.
Yes, they do.
Yep.
Yeah. It's actually more harmful to male infants.
Japan, in Japan, about 20 years ago, they were having all these wacko childhood diseases real early on, and they had started going with the American type of vaccination program. What they did was stop giving those vaccines to children up until around 4 or 6 years age, and every single one of those weird things that were happening all went away. And it was the big cocktail that they were shooting into these children. Now, no one's going to admit that because there's a lot of money in that. I don't want to get Steven's channel in jeopardy for speaking too much truth here. Because you can get into things like the polio or various other things. Here's something for you. It will blow your mind. You ever hear of amyelinating or spinal meningitis? Spinal meningitis you hear all the time. You know what that is? Polio. They just give it another name.
Oh. Wow.
The outbreaks of that are the ones when the kids start going to colleges and they need to have certain things done by their doctor in order for them to go to college, and then they have the outbreaks or the measles or those type of things. And you just use logic. It's there.
Well, Adega, the point I was trying to make is when they first started doing that, like I said, nobody knew what it was doing and what mixing all those viruses together was doing. And that's why, well, I'm saying like, you know, the general public.
Oh, okay.
And the people that what they were being labeled as anti-vaxxers, they had no clue what that eventually was going to do to kids. I mean, maybe like you're saying, the doctors probably knew more than likely. I would say probably without a doubt they knew, but nobody else knew. And I think that's why that started. That's why a lot of people were questioning it. And of course, you know, over time, the message gets lost. Why are you questioning it? It just became an idea of questioning all of it.
Well,
even the stuff that was proven to be effective.
Last thing on my soapbox, because I don't want to get anyone in trouble, but
go ahead, brother.
I am one who would put my money where my mouth is, and some of you know that I have a problem, immune compromised situation going on, and I deliberately wanted to prove to people that there is a better way. And this is what we should have done in every country as well. Not necessarily what I did, but I'll explain it in a minute. I deliberately exposed myself and did things the natural way, overcame it, where other people with similar conditions weren't doing so well or not at all. To prove a point, there is a better way. And what we should be doing now, what we should have done to begin with, never have a lockdown, should have introduced mass availability for people to take vitamin D3, vitamin C, zinc, have everyone only quarantine the sick and let people breathe and make sure everyone was up and walking. If you had kids going to school and when they went to school, instead of putting on a mask, they were given their vitamin D packs, those type of things, put the money into something that would work, never would have seen this, ever. It would have been all gone, forgotten.
Well,
but you're wrong. You're wrong because we did it the way we did so that we could thin the herd. I mean, I'm saving lives. I'm saving lives. That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Thank God for Rat Fauci is amazing.
That's right. All the research that we're doing, Gates, Epstein, what he helped fund, it's important work. We have to thin the herd. I mean, we have to make life better for the elites. I mean, I think I better go.
Thank you, Faust. Thank you for the update, sir.
That guy is a worthless piece of shit. Listen to the doctor. Listen to Adega. He knows what he's talking about. All right? Fauci's just a scumbag cocksucker. Sorry. Just got to say it.
Horse paste.
Horse paste.
Thank you, sir.
Dig it.
Hey, good, bad. He's the guy with the gun. Got to listen to him.
That's right.
Oh, man. Let's see. Tea Time 75. Letitia Wright, being an anti-vaxxer, playing Shuri, who was a brilliant scientist and would probably have been the leading developer of a COVID vaccine. They all come right out with arguments that don't mean nothing. Gobbledygook. It's a damn shame. Letitia Wright, more like Letitia wrong. How is she wrong? No explanation whatsoever. I love seeing people like Tom out there. Tommy. Just destroying people. There's been a couple of y'all out there that's been out there on Twitter just wrecking lives, destroying fifis, destroying their lives, destroying their thing, because if you, God forbid, you tell somebody how it is, because, they might cry. We don't want to make anybody cry.
I hear more white supremacy.
I don't know about white supremacy, but I'm definitely on Twitter practicing pig supremacy.
Nice.
And Tickle Trunks has it again too. She's not even anti-vax. It's a matter of people having
Is that what you call
autonomy
it?
to make the choice.
Is that what you call it, buddy?
Yep.
God damn it.
Yep.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring in the seriousness.
Yeah, I tried to get rid of this page, and now it's freaking out. All I wanted to do was get rid of the page. Oh God, no! Don't crash! Don't no.
He's got tree porn all over his computer.
It gave him a variant. They're like, take that, you anti-vaxxers.
The Woods variant.
Oh my! I'm dealing with.
Trust the man.
We're losing him.
Just
Problem
exit off,
solved.
Steven.
No, not you two.
Just click off.
He's probably getting chased by National Forestry Service right about now.
Probably.
Used right now, Red. God, I wish I could do anything. Oh, thank God! Thank God! All right. I'm afraid to.
You started roboting there for a sec.
I know. Thanks, guys, so much for being here tonight. No, I'm not okay. Screw that website. It was way too. Gave my computer a virus, I think.
It might have. A lot of these fucking sites are designed to do that. Give you malware and all that other bullshit.
Yeah. You run a risk being on a panel with Fauci. You know, he can give you computer aids.
I know. Oh,
It's
my
true.
cop needs a jab. No, seriously though. The dump's starting in 20 minutes over to Sporker News podcast channel. Please, guys, go over there.
You
share out
can
the
catch
link.
it from toilet seats, obese women with blue hair, and frogs. So stay away from all of that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
He's right about the frogs, all right? Don't drink the water in Jersey. It turns the frogs gay, all right?
And on that note, I'm going to say goodbye to my panel. And thank you guys so much for being here. And let's go through real quick. Tom, are you still with us? Or are you back there somewhere? Anywhere? No? Okay. Well, first I'll say, Adega, tell them where I can find you, brother. Thank you for being here tonight.
You can find me at Dega Outlaw for my YouTube. I do some book stuff there. Periodically, every few months, I write something for Top Fives. And I have a Springs where if you want to read some of my current stuff, you can go there and pick it up. Other than that, I just hang out with good people as often as I can.
Well, brother, we appreciate you being here. Thank you so very much. Keep being the cool dude that you are. And appreciate it, brother. Next up is the Red Gaze.
Hey, what up? Yeah, we got Rogues Gallery on Thursdays at 6 o'clock. Didn't have one this week. Should have one next week. Yeah, go to sunsworn.com and pick up some epic space fantasy. That's not going to be around too much longer, so grab it while you can. Thank you all for being here. You guys are awesome, as always. Everyone on the panel as well, good to see you. Steven, I'm sorry you had a nervous breakdown over your computer, but it'll be okay. It'll be all right.
Red, I hate it. Thank you.
It just needs a hug.
Thank you for being here with us. Next up is Katie. Say hi, Miriam.
Hi.
Tell people like advertise stuff and say hi. You know, do that stuff, the outro stuff we do.
Like, nah.
No?
It's okay. It's
Tell a
it's
tree
dead.
joke.
Say thank you to the audience.
Oh my god, are you making some kind of like a clown of me? Say this, tell that.
No, not at all.
No.
I would never do that. I would never clown.
I'm just glad I could be here. You know, I'm actually not even tired today. So, yep, exactly. Just find me at actually it's Niriam Noah by now. It's not Niriam Ed anymore. It kind of changed, but I was trying to unify all of my handles, but it kind of failed. So maybe with Bloodbond, we'll see.
All right, cool. Thank you, Tina, for the assist. I love you, Niriam. Thanks for stopping by tonight, honey. And Ashley Lynn, tell me where they can find you.
Hey guys, you can find me on Twitter, AshleyLynn954. Me and Waldo, we do our shows together too. Pop up Rogues.
Waldo.
Every once in a while, we're supposed to do it every Friday, but that doesn't work out. So follow me on Twitter. Check out my YouTube channel. It's small, but it's up and coming.
Yep. Link in the description below. Thanks, Ashley. If you're around later, we'll do some rogues. All right. And next up is Vinny Art.
Guys, yeah. You can support me by picking up a copy of Shadow of the Kraken. It's going to be ready in the first quarter of 2022. But if you're looking for books right now, we have Through the Woods, hardcover book that's still available. City of Venus, the 2 art books. That's all over on the City of Venus campaign as well. So you can get all that great stuff. I've been sending out a few more this week. And yeah, Tommy, you might actually get yours by Tuesday, by the way. Yeah, we also I have a show that I do with Tommy on Thursdays. It's all about the kind of retro toys and stuff like that. And yeah, I did a new video recently too for this show. It's the Optimus Prime figure. I just posted it up today, so check that out. That's the collectible pass with 2 guinea pigs. Get your head and your mind straight. And enjoy that show with us. Fridays and Sundays, I usually do my own streams. So yeah, tomorrow I'll be having another show there. And yeah, Sunday shows usually go a little bit longer than the Friday ones. But yeah, it's always a good time. So stop on by for the laughs. For some of these clowns here on this panel, you know, they're always welcome because I love you guys and girls.
Thank you, Vinny. Appreciate you, brother.
No problem. Everyone in the chat, love you. Please have a great night.
Next up is Vinny and the Guinea. Oh, fuck you.
Hey, everybody, what's going on? This is your tree story. Climbing trees, shimmying up and down, running from the national forest. We water our saplings, and we do not kneel unless we have to, if they're really low to the ground. Like me.
I hate you.
The author, Stephen Walton. Now, what's going on, everybody? Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective. Like Vinny said, on Thursdays at 7:45, we have Rogue Entertainment Collectible Pass, where we talk about some of the older stuff and some of the retro stuff that's really being done right, because that's really what our wheelhouse is right now, looking over all these things. Because there's so many of these products that are out right now that are being done poorly. They're being done like shit. And then you have a few of these companies that are doing it right. They're paying respect to the older stuff, even while bringing it into a more modern setting. And it really does need to be appreciated. More people need to be able to speak about the things that they love and what they appreciate, as opposed to just about all the stuff we hate. Because if we talk about all the things we hate, we could never shut up. We would keep going on forever. It would be like LDG trying to find a Waffle House. It just takes a lot longer than it should. But, you know, of course, on Monday, I have Going Old School Retro Discussions, where I usually get a panel together and we talk about those things from the past, specifically from the past that we love so much, and why we're fighting to save them today. Never give up hope that things can't turn around. It's a rough fight. It's a long fight. A lot of us probably hoping that it wasn't going to last as long as it did, but, you know, we can't turn a blind eye to it. I always tell everybody, you know, never let anybody tell you what you can and can't say, what you should or should not watch, because your silence gives consent. And I say that for a reason, because so many people are just willing to stand on the sidelines, not say a word, while these people trample all over them. And what does that accomplish? You could sit there and try to turn a blind eye to it. It's not going to go away. These idiots prove it constantly on a daily basis when they have people in their own camps that go against the narrative and they attack them, and they attack them relentlessly. Look what they're doing with Letitia Wright. She actually kind of partially walked back her statement, and they're still going at her. They do not stop. You have to stand up to these people and say, no, we're not going to put up with your shit. They're not even really they're not real bullies either, people. These are cowards. They're cowards hiding behind big words, and the minute you slap them in the face, they're going to run away crying, like that bully in a Christmas Story. They're chumps. They got nothing. Yeah. Don't let them walk all over you. But of course, you know, stop by and see all the other rogues like Red. You know, when he does his show on Thursday, right before we go, has all these different creators on. There's more people right there, like people that are in the chat, like Chris Fisk, people that are doing quality entertainment that we deserve. Not so much that we need, but the quality we deserve, the shit that the mainstream refuses to give us. These guys are doing it. Nerium, Red, Vinny, Chris. I haven't had a chance to really look at what Liam's doing, but from what Red was telling me, a lot of the stuff he's doing is pretty good too. I mean, there's a lot of creators out there that are doing it right. Give them a look. Give them your time. Give them your money. It's a big FU to the industry. Sooner or later, they're going to get tired of losing money, and they're actually going to start doing things correctly, or they're going to fold and they're going to go under and disappear.
Amen.
The only way to do it. Only way to do it.
Brother.
Hell yeah.
You got to say it. Don't let anybody. Got to say it.
Yeah, don't let anybody tell you what you can and can't say, what you should or should not watch, because your silence gives consent. and then you'll wind up like LDG with a broken GPS riding up and down an interstate looking for a Waffle House.
Poor LDG. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hail to you. I've been working on volume 2. I'll be getting that out soon. Apologies to everybody who's been waiting on it. I'm going to do something special for you guys. Working to see what I can do as a thank you for waiting so long. This is a very important documentation. And I had to take some time off because I needed a new perspective. If I released this as it was at the beginning of this year, it would have been more like a cheerleading manual than a documentation of what has happened. I had to step back, take a different perspective. And now that I have that, now that I'm able to be more objective, now that I'm able to step outside that box and take a look at everything as it happened at the time, I feel as though I'm going to be able to provide to you a much better book than I could have ever provided. Thank you to everybody in the chat who support all these wonderful channels. Thank you to every channel out there who supports one another. Thank you to all the independent creators out there who give inspiration to others to come out with their own creative works, to show that crowdfunding can work. The independent campaigns, independent books, comics, these things can happen. Hopefully one day we'll have independent movies out there that reflect the values that have been fighting against cancel culture, against the far left, against whisper networks, against people who try to destroy others' reputations because they don't like their views by destroying their financial viability. This is what we have always stood against, this type of behavior, this cult-like type of nasty behavior of destroying others because they do not agree with you or they got into your fifis. This is what we have always stood against. This is what my book will reflect. And thank you guys so much for supporting one another. Share out those links to your favorite 2 or 3 YouTubers that you watch all the time. Share out links to every independent campaign that you can find out there. Because we don't have an industry to support us. We only have each other. And we rise together. I am author Stephen Walton, the Fandom Menace historian. Wash your hands. Wash your ass. Be good to each other. You suffer no fools. Peace.
When you're born in this world, you're given a ticket to the freak show. And when you're born in America,